Okay, here's the situation. The Velkyn Weave went away on a week's vacation. They left the keys to the brand new Porsche. Would they mind? No, of course. Sorry, y'all. I don't know. I was feeling it tonight. And if you weren't feeling it, I don't blame you because I killed the moon. Welcome to the Velkyn Weave, where a bunch of us nerdy artists, analysts, engineers, writers, nurses, and performers get together and play Dungeons and Dragons. So glad you adventurers are joining us tonight. If this is your first time watching the Games Tavern, we welcome you. Please follow the Games Tavern on Twitch. It's free. And it supports the show, the cast, and the crew. Remember, you can watch us live on Twitch, which you're doing now if you're watching. But you might be watching us on YouTube 48 hours later. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you are, right down there. So you can catch up on all the shows you may have missed. We'll get rolling shortly, but first, some announcements.
Remember, if you have Amazon Prime, you also get a free Prime Gaming subscription, which you can use to show your support to the show, cast, and crew. And Prime Gaming subscribers get access to sub-only emotes and to a special subscriber-only channel on the TGT Discord. Check it out.
And make sure to cheer on your favorite character when they do something awesome, like heartfelt soul-searching, that smiting crit. Oh, wait, we don't have a smiter anymore, do we? Tearful goodbyes to the party. Interesting things like that. Your bits and cheers show your support for the characters, and we love you for your support. Your subs also support the Games Tavern production quality upgrades so that we can make better shows for you. Our latest bits goal is for new microphones for the team.
And a huge thank you to Overhead Games for sponsoring tonight's show. Go to overheadgames.com to find some great support for your games. And now I hope you all had a great weekend, no matter your creed or tradition. I also hope you're all ears for what I'm about to tell you. I know I had a great time coming out of my shell and trying out the excellent product that is the Epic Character Generator by Overhead Games. It's not even bunny how many choices they gave me for choosing a character's appearance. Season 2 alone unleashed drow elves, forest elf, fae, fairy, sorcerer, archer, warrior, barbarian, adventurer, pirate, supernatural, superhero, sci-fi, post-apocalyptic, and modern. And if you think I was done with the puns, yoke's on you. I cannot believe how much fun I had making a gnarly half-orc bard with bad hair day. No bunny can withstand the charms of my pirate sorceress, and my mountain dwarf finds the allure of gold irresistible. What kind of gold? 18-karat gold, of course. I hope I'm not going off the peep end, but I just can't imagine how excited I am to tell you about my hoppy-go-lucky anthro-cat barbarian princess. A fine example of class, unlike this bit. That was exhausting. Some bunny should stop me now. Corey?
No, you've used those.
I think I'm changing the target of my attack.
I don't want to follow Tom anymore.
Oh my gosh.
I don't want to. Well, I was going to say, because we've reached 500 followers here on the Games Tavern Twitch. Woo. But now I'm going to say it's because of that soliloquy from Tom. We are doing a giveaway from Overhead Games. Thank you, Overhead Games. We're giving away one of their epic character generators. Keep an eye on the chat for details. I'm sorry. I just keep an eye on the chat for details. It's the same as usual. Only people in the U.S. and Canada, except Quebec, are eligible. And cast and crew of the Games Tavern, please restrain yourselves. Sorry, you can't get this.
All right.
The chat. Okay.
I need a short rest after that. That killed me. There's this long thread on Twitter of every time I've cracked up and fallen off camera. Welcome to the club, Tom. That was hard to recover from.
That was in the long game the whole time.
Oh, man. It worked.
I was just thinking, I was like, Mr. Peppers lives. Then I was like, all right, I'm dead. It was the yoke's on you that got me. Jeez. It shouldn't have, but it did. All right. I am but a simple Grant running a simple game. And that is what we're going to get into. When last we left our intrepid heroes, the Velkyn Weave, they were deep within the fane of Tiamat. They had fought their way past the horrible blue Abishai that were guarding the gates. They had snuck through and they made friends with a wonderful night hag named Larissa that was helping them prepare for the Feast of Grievances, whereas our cool's going to come up, line up the surviving members of the Horde, and speak his
Rate them.
grievances about each and every single one. Essentially a Festivus miracle. But
Poor leadership.
likewise, our heroes deceive the devious bone devil in the torture chambers and use the stolen meats to find their ways past the poisonous and dangerous wyverns. Relying upon the powers of invisibility, a flying carpet, and an abundance of other spells, they made their way magically through the Guardian Cavern, where they took a secret pathway, a pathway less traveled, to the private chambers of Azarkul, where they were greeted by his two blushing brides, a pair of glorious angels that defy all description. Turned out they were liars.
Angels.
Not angels, they're
Which really
Arinyas.
we should have seen coming.
If only there had been a paladin to detect their alignment.
Detect.
If only
There could have been.
there were ways.
But alas, after the party's wizard, thank you so much for the raid, Trig and Kiki. That's so wonderful.
Woo woo.
So many raiders raiding the chat, bringing the love. Defend yourselves and raise your game tavern's goblets. Get one by subscribing and getting access to an abundance of emotes. Actually, I think our D20s would probably be what we roll. But if you do have Games Tavern goblets, add it to the list. Last. Our party is midway in combat. The wizard and the druid were disarmed and had their armor removed. Disarmed and disarmored.
Removed.
They took it off willingly.
That's
They were beautiful.
more
How should they have
accurate.
known? That's like Masters of the Universe, Gwildor. She was beautiful. How should I have known she was deceiving me? 80s He-Man reference for the win.
It's like that. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
like that.
He-Man thinks he's so great, but his theme song only has one word, He-Man, over and over again. Not so great. Sorry. There was a kid
That for
complaining
my
about
next
that.
jingle.
And the Arinyas have begun to combat our heroes. The heroes are currently alive. We find ourselves in the world of combat maps on combat map 1, which is tight and close quarters. Lucia and Francesca are battling the Velkyn Weave. We are currently midway through initiative, and Bope, the party's necromancer wizard, who is beautiful and handsome and diabolically evil at the moment. To follow that story, this is the comic book footnotes. See issue 21. Yeah, check the archive. You can find how Bope came into possession of the Book of Vile Darkness.
Yeah. So many mistakes were made. Mistakes were made.
Well,
Jury's still out.
arguable whether that was a mistake.
That book belongs in a
Thank
museum.
you, Michelle.
I got you, fam.
belongs in a museum.
So, Bope, you are on deck.
Okay, well, let me go on a monologue for a little bit first.
Monologue.
Oh, we have our monologue to get inspiration. This is where the party
Because
gets to
we're
cheat their
gonna
way
need
to
it.
victory. Yes. So
We need
each
help.
week we like to delve deeper into our characters' personalities, backstories, interests, and ideals by providing them the opportunity for an inner monologue, which will grant them a point of inspiration that they can use for advantage, or I let them use it to re-roll dice. So this week's monologue prompt is what I hoped the angels were. So we will go in initiative order. So we will go Bope, Doliris, Quentin. I won't have the Arinyas go. And then we'll do Rangrim and Eldon.
No, we want to know.
I want their monologue.
Yeah.
Mm.
What do they really want from themselves?
It's more like their confessions.
This is less of a monologue and more of the battle conversation that we're having while we're fighting.
Well, I hate to be naive, but I really hoped they were exactly what they appear to be. Just, a couple of women, left alone by their husband, who's trying to seek great power and domination, and they they've been left to their own devices and were open to some food from Lorraine, Auntie Lorraine, and people who are not being what's the word? Properly respected by their husband. But as it turns out, nope, they're terrible, evil devils.
Yeah.
I also hoped in vain that they were actual angels, although I was super confused. Like, for the first time I heard about angel wives, I'm like, why would angels marry an evil hobgoblin? I don't understand. And I should have delved deeper into that and figured this out beforehand, really. Kicking myself.
These so-called angels are exactly what I was hoping for, because I wanted to kill something and not hold back, and I was just tired of talking. So bring it on. Bring it on.
Oh, that's me. I mean, it comes down to the fact of, I was really, really hoping that there's going to be some type of like older, lost being that had been ensorcelled or kept here. This is kind of a disappointment, really. It's oh yay, more things that I have to smash into the ground because they're trying to kill me.
I was hoping for ancient ensorcelled puzzle magic, not these two devious devils.
It's accurate.
Sounds like a great way to get your second character killed.
Oh no, I have the ability to hit things for a bunch of damage with one swing of my weapon, and I can do it twice per turn. Oh no. That's what you sound like, Raymond.
Not only that, he can cause them to damage each other.
Yeah. Cry me a river, fighter.
I love fighters.
I don't know what you want from me.
I do
little
1d8 plus 1. I do 2d8 damage with my weapon and with a questionable hit rate. Shut up.
Holy water. That's where it's at.
I'm here for riches and glory, and there's neither right in this room. So there's just death.
I really thought that we were just going to encounter some sort of like fallen angel scenario with these. We heard he had angel wives, and that can't be good. Like, he convinced angels to marry him. So it's like, all right, fallen angels. Then we met them, like, they don't seem fallen. Seem rather nice. Like, but then they convinced me to go take my hat off, and now all bets are off, lady.
I've heard from a good source that there's a lot of unclaimed magic items nearby.
Their bonus action has been to command their unseen servants to like scurry away all of your things, or like hide these throughout the fane. 7 more episodes of searching for our petty goods.
Yeah, we just gotta wait until September, right? We just gotta keep dragging this out until September so that we can get the massive one on the table. Oh, Jesus.
Thank you for the sub, Trick and Kiki. But yeah, that's oh gosh, yeah.
It's only like 20 something episodes. It's fine.
Worth it, honestly.
Is there no way for me to stall anymore? Do I have to engage now?
Tell you what, we'll roll a d20, and if you roll 10 or lower, you can keep stalling. But if you roll 10 or higher, you can no longer stall.
It is a 19. Book.
Ah, dang! I guess the game has to go on.
Book. There was no book. What am I doing? Well, I guess it's time not to hold back. And I will smash, another acorn betwixt my gnarled fingers and blow out the dust. And the shells and casings form the outline of a bunny rabbit's head.
Do you have your components with you, or did you leave your component bag?
What? Uh-oh.
Well, that's a question I'm asking you. You get to tell me.
When you said my stuff, I thought it meant like all my like equipment stuff.
Component pouch is a piece of equipment.
Did you
But
take
it's
off
up to
your
you to
belt,
tell me
though?
because it might be on your belt or something like that. You tell me though.
So I always described it as him taking things out of pockets, out of his robe.
Then
So
that,
is
that's
he
where all
taking-
you're coming. Okay, you're good.
Okay,
Your stinky,
That's how I-
pocketed robe.
that's how I
love it.
envisioned it.
It is how, yeah.
It's like
keeps-
Radagast the Brown almost.
Yeah.
Just-
No, I like.
Except it's rabbit poop.
It's a question, and the only reason I bring this up, and this is, sort of the meta for those of you in chat as well. It's like we don't always think about components, but if someone
No.
mentions one, it's like, oh, really? No,
I love to
You're good.
describe them, but no,
I know.
guess, yeah, not
you
having-
got it. You got your
Okay.
pockets.
So I cast Pepper's Paw, and I will.
How
use it
big
to-
is that thing?
It's large.
It's not gonna fit.
It's large.
Oh, that's right.
Apropos of nothing, how big are the ceilings in this room?
It's a 10-foot high ceiling.
All right. I mean, large doesn't mean it's 10 feet tall.
D&D is non-Euclidean.
Yeah. All right, it's going to smash the one next to me. Ooh, with a 14 hit.
No, it does not smash the one next to you.
Uh-oh. That's my turn.
All right.
You're in trouble.
Shame and perdition. All right. Doliris is up.
Okay, Bope, you were super injured, right?
Not as much as Eldon. I think you healed me last turn.
I thought I healed Eldon because you were too far away.
I don't feel like I've been healed. I healed myself. I think you did. No, wait. Did you heal me?
You ranged healed
That's right. And then
Somebody used a
stupid-
superior health potion. Quentin healed me.
yeah.
Yes.
So
Which
I
is
think-
so kind of him. He is
It
going to
really
invoice
is.
you for
Okay,
it.
well,
That-
who needs healing then?
Eldon.
Eldon.
Eldon. Okay, that's right, because he got smacked again after I just finished
Yes.
fixing that.
A
I
lot.
remember now.
As he's
Yeah.
rent and bleeding from multiple scratches.
Yep.
Everybody have their temporary hit points still?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Eldon, Timora grants you the strength to carry on the fight.
Uh,
That's a level 4 cure wounds.
Big guns.
They're the big guns. He needs them. 22.
Yeehaw. All right. That's way better than what I had before.
Mm. Do
All right. And anything else you're doing, Doliris?
I don't think. Wait a minute.
Hang on.
I have some holy waters that somehow did not make it off of my paper character sheet, but I do has them.
They were probably, we melted down the
Silver candlesticks of ball.
yep, and turned them into holy waters.
Okay, if that's where they came from, whatever. I know I have them, but it's probably an action to use them, right?
So, yes, if depending on how you're trying to use them. So you could use them as an improvised weapon.
Which
As
was
an action.
Yeah. Okay. We'll just hang on to that thought for next turn. I'm done.
All right. And with that, Quentin.
Well, let's see here.
Here we go.
Yeah, I'm going to attack with the Sword of Wounding. Great Sword of Wounding, rather. And first attack, D&D Beyond. 25 to hit.
Nice.
That'll hit. There's nothing they can do to protect themselves from that great sort of wounding.
9 magical slashing. And, I'm going for the one on the left, which is
Okay.
the only one that I can actually hit right now.
And that's the same one that has been hit, correct?
Oh, I think Rangram's been hitting the one on the right.
I think I hit the one on the right previously, and now because of
Okay, I see the one that
previous
Rangram's been hitting. I can
How's-
tell by the remaining HP.
I was like, I'm pretty sure I've laid into it pretty good.
So
I'm
think
pretty
this
sure
is
one
the
of them.
first time I hit it.
One of them has a lot of HP. One of them does not have a lot of HP.
All right. So swinging again, then 21 to hit.
The Arinyas parries the attack and
boo.
is no longer struck by it.
Okay. Bonus action then. I am going to try and telekinetically move it 5 feet. And I can find it here. It's a strength 16 saving throw.
Are pretty good at those.
Yeah. Well, it's psionic. I don't know
16 meets
if that matters.
beats.
Okay. I am done then.
All right. Back to the top of initiative. It is Francesca's turn.
Use my inspiration to skip her turn.
No.
If only it worked like that.
Okay.
So she's going to attack Bope, who has a very high armor class. So a 26 on the second attack. The first attack was a 16, followed by a 26,
Yeah.
followed by a 24.
Oh, the second 2 hit. Oh gosh, you guys.
No.
This is it. This is
So it's going to be 11 slashing, followed by 13 poison, then 9 slashing, followed by 13 poison. And all those haven't been doubled yet.
So before they double, on the first one, Rangam will intercede his maul in between and catch some of the blow on it using interception.
How does that work? Can you describe it for myself and the audience?
When a creature I see hits a target other than me within 5 feet of me with an attack, I can use my reaction to reduce the damage the target takes by 1d10 plus 4.
Cool.
I need to be wielding a shield or a simple or martial weapon.
Okay, and it's the damage the target takes? Because he takes double.
The damage the target takes.
I feel
So-
like it intercepts it before it doubles, right? Because you're dealing 11. No,
Because it
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
means
It's-
I'm
it's
just
just-
reading this. I'm just reading it as it's written. The
And
damage
that's
the target
fine.
takes. You have
I
taken
feel
damage.
like in the name interception, it
Mhm.
implies
It's the first one, right? No, it's the first one, right? So we can reduce it 1d10, so that'll reduce it from 11 to whatever you roll, and then that will double, and then you'll take the poison,
So
and then you'll
it's-
take the next one. And then
So
the
it's
poison.
7 plus 4, so it reduces it by 11.
So it reduces it by 11. So you take 26 poison damage, doubling the poison damage.
Okay, so from the first attack, I just take 26 poison.
26 poison.
Yes.
Then from the second attack, you will take 18 slashing, followed by another 26 poison.
Okay, I'm down.
All right.
Close.
That's nice stuff.
I just fixed that. Well, not that, but
You can't fix that. Oh, Bope clock. Bope has been struck down and just rises. Body floats up, and necromantic energy murders all Arinyas.
can we do that?
I can do that. Do you want him
No.
to become a puppet of
Stop.
No.
Bad.
No, I don't want that. No.
All right. I'm
I
just
don't want
thinking. If
that
you're gonna have
to-
Bope go out, have him go out with a bang. All right. The next one is going to attack Eldon. 12 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
What?
I don't have my armor. It's all out in the
Oh.
hallway.
So let's do damage first. So she hit you for 9 slashing, followed by 13 poison.
9, 13. Oh, wait. 9 slashing and take. 13 poison. I resist a bunch of that.
No bark skin ring.
He probably took it off.
Would have been out in the hallway. Nope, I got rid of all my temporary hit points.
Followed by a 25 to hit, and that will be for 12 slashing and 10 poison.
Still okay.
The final attack, 18 to hit,
Never mind.
another 10 points of slashing, and another 13 points of poison.
Barely
I
hanging
can't hear
on.
you anymore.
I hadn't said words yet, but barely hanging on.
Okay.
Nice. hardy little halfling.
Thank God for poison resistance.
Oh my
All
god.
right. With that, we move to Raingrim.
Yeah. So, seeing Bope fall and the bunny paw vanish, Rangrim redoubles his efforts. I smash in with the maul, trying to make sure that this first one at least lands.
Graybo. Sorry.
What?
I just had to make him gray on the map.
Okay. So 20 on the first. They can parry.
Yeah, that one can parry, yes. So it will parry.
Okay. Second attack. For a 27 to hit.
Can't block that.
For uh, 17 magical bludgeoning. There.
Gotta get my Jeff calculator open. The Jeff calculator is a sponsor of the Velkyn Weave. It keeps my math accurate as Jeff deals out much damage to these.
I mean, it's not a lot this time, but
this time,
It's more than the crossbow, Jeff. It's
I
more than
will-
the crossbow.
I will spend my bonus action. Yeah, bonus action. I will activate my storm.
Ooh,
Um,
that's fancy.
Did they take 1d4 necrotic from the being wounded? I think each has been wounded once by the great sword.
let me. The first one did. They've each been wounded by it, so this one would lose more. She would be lower than where she's at.
and that is my turn.
All right. With that, Eldon's on deck. How you doing, Eldon? What's the status report?
Real bad. Real single digits bad. All right, so, Mr. DM, because I've not used either of these spells before, I have questions for you.
I do as well.
Either of them require material components, so there's that for starters. Vocal somatic only. Would meld into stone trigger an attack of opportunity?
Let's see. So let's look at meld into stone, because part of it, meld into stone. You might not be a possible target. So for the audience, Eldon would step into a stone's object or surface long enough to fully contain his body, melding himself and all the equipment he's carrying into stone using your movement. So you would use movement. Using movement can provoke an opportunity as long as you are visible while moving. However, you would be invisible after moving. If that makes
I like
sense.
So yes.
So, yes, it would trigger an attack of opportunity.
Yes.
Because I'd be walking away from her into a stone wall. Okay. Yeah,
Yes.
that makes sense. Yeah, that's fair. It's fair. So, that kind of expected that. My other option is anti-life shell. But,
They can't attack you if you use it. Well, actually, I think it's a 10-foot radius, right?
yeah, see, I've got people all around me. Will that immediately cancel out the spell, or would that push them away from me?
They would be around you. I know this because there's a creature later in the campaign that I've had to do a bunch of anti-life shell research on.
Okay.
Surprise! Spoilers! I'm only throwing that out there in full transparency because I was like, anti-life shell? I've never cast that one before. You could slip
Full
out.
transparency. It's Vecna.
Dun, 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 dun. It's the Lavos music from Chrono Trigger.
So, the way I read anti-life shell is that I could maybe cast it, but I couldn't move, because as soon as I push the shell into another living being, the spell goes away. As soon as I actively try and move into another space.
Yeah.
If you move so that an effective creature is affected creature's forced to pass through the barrier the spell ends. And it's a small room.
There is. You can just disengage out the door that's still open.
It's true.
That's true. That would save a
You could
spell
squeeze
slot.
through Delirious.
Yeah, well, I've got the halfling thing, so I can go through her space like no penalty. Just
Using them traits on your character sheet.
yeah, I should like remember those every now and then. Like, it took me till level 7 to remember poison resistance. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, thank you, Jeff. That's actually way smarter. I'm just gonna disengage and run past Delirious into the hallway.
And I will thank Josh for planting the idea.
That's way better. Thank you. Thank you both.
Always open.
I will disengage and go out there to grab my shit.
Yeah,
Just
your stuff's about 20 feet down the hallway. It's in front of some steps.
Okay. All right. Well,
Surely there's nothing
I don't think
devious.
I can get that
For
far.
The third wife is.
I don't think I can get that far. Wait,
It's actually a coven.
Third wife, excuse me.
The Aaron Yes coven.
You get back in there.
so I will, I'll disengage. I'll move out into the hallway. I will,
You do hear chanting down.
right.
To the
We
east.
heard that before anyway, before we even
Mhm.
came in here in the first place, right? Because we know there's a
Yes.
ritual going on with that Azarkul's trying to pull off. Okay. So out here, I will, healing word, Bope. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw a quick first level healing word at Mr. Bope
His eyes open.
for
Not his eyes.
7 hit points. There you go. Just real quick first level healing word. Whoosh.
The breath of life fills his lungs. A black toad jumps out of his mouth. Devil toad.
And can I just is there any other movement going on here just with my own passive perception? I see anything else out here besides our stuff down the hall?
There's steps that are lit by ever lit sconces going up to a large golden door with the shape of Tiamat on it.
Oh boy.
Your guess is it's probably a treasury.
Is that where our stuff is, at the base of those steps?
Your stuff is at the base of the steps.
At those steps.
What's your passive perception?
19.
Ooh.
You know that right beyond your stuff, it's perilous and trapped. You touch them steps, it's a little kill Josh time. Meaning you touch the traps, he dies in the other room. No,
Okay, fair enough. All right, I'm just gonna hang out there then. I'll wait here so I can be supportive.
I just realized.
all right.
Is the bookshelf behind?
What do you mean you're gonna wait?
Can't get 20 feet down there anyway right now, so I could at least do something before I leave my
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
this line of sight next turn.
Okay.
The bookshelf behind Grant, the back side of the bookshelf behind Josh. You guys like the same library?
We are two sides of the same coin.
We're in the same room.
from in the
house.
Get out, Josh! He's coming for you.
I imagine Josh would have all these elaborate traps, and it would just be like, I mean, I've seen Home Alone, but this would be like lethal Home Alone.
It was direct to video. But hey, Corey, could you remind us what your spirit totem thing?
It's the bear totem, so you have advantage on strength checks and saving throws.
Thanks.
And that's where you got the temporary hit points.
All right. With that, we go further through the initiative to Bope's turn. You got a giant hand.
Ooh, no, I don't.
You're a lot. Oh, wait. Yeah, you got beat up there.
I use half my movement to stand up, and oh boy, this isn't going well. Yeah, they seem to really like me. I think it's time to step out of here. I will also disengage. Oop, sorry. Oop, pardon me. Coming through. And here's a question. Since I'm now 5 feet tall, am I no longer a small character?
You probably would not be considered a small character for the purpose of size. You would be considered medium.
And I will use my 30 feet movement. Half of 2, 5, 10, 15. Oh no. Eldon's standing there. I can't.
He is.
Never mind. Can I retract my disengage action?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because you technically can't disengage in this room.
Can't get out of here. I'm trapped. Okay. That changes things. I am going to. Oh, that's what I forgot to do.
Just fireball straight down on everyone. Just
I
boom.
mean, it's an option. I mean,
Yes.
I'm bad at failing deck saves.
We
I
just
mean,
You got
wanna,
Delirious to heal him.
just want to end it right
Fireball.
now, you know? We already
Okay.
know the arena's low
which one looks
fire.
more damaged? Which
Something.
The one Rangrim's been
immune.
beating up. What? I don't hear you. You're not in character.
Oh,
In fact, that actually would be in character. Rangrim would be like, they're immune to fireball. Don't listen to Grant.
I was gonna use my book, but I don't have my book.
Don't.
That one did love the heat metal. She's just like, ooh.
Yes.
Yeah.
He really
that
loved
was
it.
pretty good.
It was
like a hot
it was
spa.
a little creepy.
What
have I done?
Creepy.
Gotta have plans for when you don't have your crutch.
You know what?
What code of cold exists for?
Ooh. I could. Nope, that doesn't work. Never mind.
Fleet Storm?
Crap. No, I was gonna fly out, but then I would still get attacks of opportunity.
Yeah.
Okay.
They
Shield?
also have fly speeds.
Animate myself? Nope, that doesn't work. All right, we're gonna cast slow.
Link
on
in a
both of
random
them.
direction.
And we'll reach in the pocket that has the molasses one more time because 3 attacks suck. And cast spell slow on both of them.
On both of them?
Bring it down a notch.
All right. So the one on the left got 16. The one on the right got 21.
Okay, the one on the left is slowed.
Woo!
The one on the right is gonna kill me again.
That's useful, though.
It's very useful.
Mm-hmm.
So -2 to the AC, only 1 attack, no reactions, no parry.
That's the one that attacks first, right? This round or next round? No,
The one on the left. Or the one on the right. The one on the right is not slowed.
correct.
Delirious?
Anything else, Bo?
I cannot.
All right. And with that, Delirious, you are up.
Okay, so if I was to throw a vial of holy water at somebody as an improvised weapon, how would that work?
So I tell you this, you could use if you throw, you're going to make a throw attack. If
Uh-huh.
you make an attack, it's going to be melee range, so it won't be considered thrown. Like you won't be at disadvantage. It's a splash
Okay.
at that point.
Yeah, splash.
Um,
I think that's probably what I need, actually.
yes. And then to figure out whether you had proficiency or not, we would be using improvised weapons rules. So in the player's handbook, I would say that you as a cleric are proficient with holy water.
Yeah! Okay. I think, oh god. Yeah, I think that's what we need to do.
The one close to you is slowed, so it's easier to hit.
That is, okay, then yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Pull out my vial of holy water. Let's see how much these sting. Splasher. What
You
am
attempt
I?
to splash her.
Yeah.
It's going to be a melee attack roll, the same as any of your melee weapons. Let me
Can
know
I
what you
use
get.
my dex?
I would. Sure,
Okay.
because it's more of a smooth. It's like throwing a playing card.
Yeah. Exactly. Nat 20.
Hey!
Double damage.
That's what we needed.
So you're
Thank
gonna
you,
do
Timora.
4d6 radiant damage.
Truly, you are the greatest. 4d6.
Now, can you smite that? Is that
He said
is that a thing?
46. You're fun. No, I'm just kidding.
16!
16 points of damage.
Yes!
That's very good.
4d6. Those
Yeah.
dice roll well.
Anything else?
I can do. Who's still super injured? Bope is still super injured, right?
Yeah.
The Arinyas, you might want to heal one of them.
We're both in the same boat at this point. I think we each have 7 hit points.
The worst part is
Leave me, I'm old.
All right. Well, Timora heals the broken souls. That's a mass healing word. My last 3rd level slot.
Whoa.
Ew.
Everybody gets 7.
Thank you.
We're gonna die.
A little bit.
I get to play that kobold more or sooner than I thought.
all
Taken
right.
down by a pair of devils. The ignominious end of the Velkyn weave.
Ignominious.
Hey,
That's right. I blame Bope.
you are up, Quentin.
I really don't know anymore.
Bope, do you want to be thrown out of the room 5 feet?
Yes, please.
All right.
I'd like to get off, sir.
I'd like to get off this ride.
I glance behind me, and as my eyes glow white, I motion and telekinetically shove him out of the room 5 feet.
He can't occupy the same space as Eldon, though, can he?
Isn't Eldon like nimble and tiny? Like-
I mean, small.
Can they?
What are the rules on that about you two occupying the same space?
I don't know. It's a forced movement, so
Only if they're friendly.
Knock one of us over.
do we cross the streams? I mean, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
It's a good tactic. Why don't we?
Because if I don't use my
I don't
bonus
think
action on that,
I don't think we've ever through any of our gridded map have had 2 players in to turn on the same space. That's the only reason I would say no. But
Okay, that's. I've got an alternate plan, and
yeah,
I'm like maybe next.
I want to
time,
say
Bo.
yes though. Like I want it to damage Eldon when you go flying into.
And then I see Eldon, and I'm like, sorry, Bo, next time. And I point at the slowed Blood Angel and just unleash a torrent of curses on her with my bonus action, marking her. And then I start swinging away with my great sword of wounding.
Nice.
Swing away.
Swing
away.
Swing away, Meryl.
Swing, swing.
Ah, no, 12's not going to do it.
No, it won't.
Well, actually, I will spend my inspiration to
Nice.
reroll.
I always forget. Does reaction refresh on your turn or at the start of the turn?
Ooh, that was a. Was that a crit? That is a crit. Hey.
Critical hit with the sword of wounding.
Yeah.
Timora has heard us.
And I had marked it, so that's like some extra damage as well.
Yeah,
Rolling
a
the
whole bunch
damage
of
dice.
extra
damn.
damage.
Well, it's only 17 plus. Hold on here.
I always said you were our second best paladin.
Yeah, well,
Did you say that?
I did. Both thought he was a paladin when he.
Quentin told him he was a paladin.
Yeah, Quentin did try to.
true, I did.
Yeah, a few times.
Oh yeah.
There we
I
go.
vaguely remember this now.
Picked up a shield. Put on
Okay, Hexblade's curse. Plus, so that's actually 25 since the curse
Excellent.
got doubled as well. And that was attack number 1. Attack number 2.
2 attacks.
Yes, sir.
Give her a
26
taste
to
of her
hit.
own medicine.
Bam.
What was that?
26 to hit.
That'll definitely hit the Arinyas.
14 plus 4, 18.
18 points. Whittling down the Arinyas.
I curse you to 9 hells.
They're like, it's not a curse for us. We'd rather enjoy it. We'd rather be there than here. Especially since
summer home is.
old Himbo up there doing his ritual.
You can leave anytime.
Himbo.
Himbo.
Yeah.
Leave
TMI,
anytime.
Himbos are Timbos.
I don't think he's nice enough to be a himbo. I don't think you can be a
As
himbo.
are cool. He's
If you're
not
evil, I don't think you can do it.
Chat, those of you that have been watching for a long time, please list the name of NPCs that give off good himbo energy. That we'll read them out after the break. But
I know
first,
the top of that list. Who that is?
Francesca is up. She's going to take a swing at Bope. 21 to hit.
Meets beats.
So that's going to be 9
Yes.
slashing and 13 poison.
Yeah.
No, what about the scroll of shield that you were given?
I cast shield and it brings it up to 21.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So when Bope goes down, he's quickly finished off. No, I don't finish him off. She drops the blade and she switches out to her longbow and she fires at Eldon, who will get +2 to his armor class. You have cover and you're in a corner.
Right?
Not at Eldon.
Firing a ranged weapon from melee?
She's not melee.
She's not in melee with Eldon.
It's
No, but she's
random.
She's in melee with somebody.
That doesn't.
She's not targeting you.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not affect
Yeah.
unless she's in melee with that person.
But she doesn't shoot you on the first attack. She only rolled a 10. But she got a 26 on the next one.
Oh my god.
Boo!
For 7 piercing.
Hang on.
Okay.
A runic shield flares up, making her have to re-roll that.
Okay.
It's not disadvantage. It literally just makes you re-roll the attack.
A crit! No, it's not a crit. I'm kidding. That's it's an 18 to hit the second time.
You go, Nimbus. Yeah.
I should.
Yeah.
That's what.
And it's a 7 piercing, followed by 13 poison.
Wait. I'm still up.
Woo! See?
Wow.
With 1 hit point.
Nice.
1 HP.
Because I'm
She
resistant
doesn't
to
know
poison.
Very nice. Very nice. And with that, I believe we move through.
My turn.
Did they take a
The other one
necrotic
gets
damage?
to go.
Oh yeah, she does. She gets her 1. Oh no, Bub's down, so Slow's getting
Yep.
on again.
Oh, slow's no longer good.
No! Renyon! You're not Renyon anymore.
I would have
We'll
said
do
it.
this.
Did
23
they,
to shoot Eldon,
Ugh.
so that'll drop him. And then she is going after Quentin.
Okay.
17 and 11.
I have an AC of 17. Meets speed, so I will
So-
shield.
So she doesn't land any of her attacks on you. And with that, it is Rangrim's turn. Now, these are Renyas, and I know the fight's tense, and members of the Velkyn Weave have been dropped a couple times. However, they are teeter-tottering.
Did they take their?
It's only because they're singularly focusing on not the most dangerous threats in front of them, so they're lost.
They're focusing on the threats they can take out.
Did they take their
I don't
necrotic
know.
damage? The one to the left has been wounded twice now.
Oh, that's fair. So Boat made a good point. Let's
Yeah,
do a re-roll on that.
I was like, ranged attacks from melee? That doesn't seem right.
5e is.
I think the idea is like
So
they're
if I rolled with disadvantage, it still hits.
okay.
But
Yeah.
the attack on Eldon,
Those are what I'm rolling. So they
No.
missed once.
no.
And if I roll 2d20s, right?
So right,
I'll call out some numbers and you tell me which ones miss. A 26 or a 22,
Yep. Both hit.
or a 26 and a 23.
Yeah, both hit.
Those are with disadvantage.
Yeah, for all intents and purposes.
Rolling 2 dice with disadvantage and taking the lowest. So the first one, though, I would have, if I rolled another die, an 11 missed, but I would have gotten a 22.
What do you,
So
what do you
on
mean?
the second dice,
Well,
if I
it's
rolled 2 dice the first time with disadvantage. So I rolled an 11 and a 22. You take the lowest one with disadvantage. So
Right.
the 11 missed. With the other ones, we'll just do it 23 and 26, 22 and 22, it looks like. Or 22 and 26, sorry.
I trust you.
Yeah.
Yes.
That all hits. Yeah.
they have +7s and +8s to their attacks. But thanks for that call. Jumping through. So I did re-roll those, though, to see if they missed, because if they missed, it's a miss. With that said, actually, there is one other one. The one that did shoot him this time would have disadvantage, so there's one more die roll, the one on the left side. So if this is, what's your armor class with +2, Eldon?
14.
Okay. Meets beats. Rolled a 14.
Ooh.
It was worth
It
a shot,
happens.
though.
It happens.
All right. So, with that, Eldon's in death saving throws.
Well.
Oh, jeez.
Well, right?
it's not Eldon's turn.
Yeah, Rangram.
Yeah.
You still got to do
Okay.
something, right? Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I have multiple E's on the initiative. There's an EL and there's just an E.
So, going in for the first attack, trying to make sure this one hits. So we get a 20 again.
Yes. Wait, no. A nat 20?
No,
Aww.
Oh.
she,
Did you give his
she
parry
parry-
back? I don't remember.
It's a reaction.
Sorry, Josh asked me a question. So, that says match. I'm doing max, so I'm just doing 4 necrotic because it makes the math easier. If you got a 20, she will use her parry to increase her armor class to 22.
Cool. So watching the parry, seeing that she's now distracted by that one, the second attack comes in much harder and much less aimed, but you see his eyes flash with a thunderstorm as the rune takes effect and gives him advantage on the attack.
Ooh.
Oh.
Nat 20, nat 20, and a nat 1.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, I know which one you're going to take.
Excellent.
Good thing on that advantage.
So yeah, nat 20. Let's
This is what we needed.
crush a person, because this is a lot of damage. Because it's going to be
I mean, it's now or never for Bope and Eldon.
Mm-hmm.
It might be never for Bope. We don't know. there's a clock that we don't know about.
7 plus 6, 33 plus 10, 43. 43 damage. As that hammer smashes in.
So you smash into Francesca, shattering a horn off her helmet. The flames of hell try to reform, but it does not, and it sits broken as she has been bludgeoned. She has not dropped, but she is approaching the gates of hell, proverbially.
Jeff, don't your crits do something because of your crusher feat?
Yes, but nothing that's really going to do more
Okay.
damage.
I don't remember.
But when I score a critical hit, I get to make a bonus action attack.
There you go.
Hey!
That's what we
23 to hit.
That's
You
more
hit.
damage.
Describe or do your damage, 'cause that's fun.
13 more.
All right. Describe how you finish off one of the brides of Azarkul.
So the hammer blow lands, knocking her to her knees, and then the second one just takes her and crumples the remaining armor on their chest in half, basically bending her over.
And with that, her body melts from existence and returns back to the infernal pits of hell.
Then I guess and then Rangram, having done that, will take his move action to go here, since that's the open space.
And with that, we now move through initiative from Rangram to Eldon.
Death save. I'll tell you, lately, my death saves have not been good. I lost a character in a Saturday game a couple of weeks ago.
Oh no!
Oh no!
you told me that, they would have picked on you so much.
Yep.
Actually, they
that's a
would
fail.
because you removed your arm.
That's a 3.
No.
Okay.
Not the worst.
Boop.
Death saves.
think it's the
Wait, do I
same.
get death saves?
You get death
There's not
saves.
anything-
You
no special
you
juju
roll,
here?
and it's something else. It would be fun if we had like a whole subset of.
Got better
Boop.
than Elden.
Fine.
You got a 5?
4.
4.
4.
One better.
Oh.
Oh my god.
That. Delirious is up.
So much to do.
Sick of you two dying. You need to get your shit together.
You do need to get your shit together.
It's out in the hallway.
Okay. So,
It is.
Bope. I forget what my incantation is for this, but stand up, damn you. Wait, I didn't need to do that. I didn't need to do that. Why did I do that?
She doesn't cast a spell. She just says stand up.
Okay, okay. You take 12 healing,
Ooh.
and I'm gonna do spare the dying on I did healing word on Bope because it's a bonus action. Then I'm gonna do my spare the dying
Nice.
cantrip on Eldon.
All right.
Good.
Bravo.
Very nice.
Action economy.
Wait. Timor does not suffer fate to take the dying from her sight. There. That's what I'm
Very
gonna
nice.
All right.
never get to use it.
Okay. So stabilized, right?
Staying alive. Staying alive.
Stabilized.
Stabilized.
And with that, Quentin's up.
Quentin?
I think
Oh.
so. If it's after
Oh,
Delirious.
yeah. That's right.
Oh. Okay. How is my blood angel looking here? She's
Honest. Yes.
still beefy with hit points.
Yes, but I'll tell you this way: she looks better off than the dead one. So yeah, she's got about half her HP.
Ooh.
Okay.
Well, Rangrim was beating down the other
Yeah.
one.
Yeah,
Quentin
yeah.
was doing work. Not that you're not doing work.
No. I
I'm
hear you.
doing work.
We
You
appreciate you.
A
are.
lot of people were
You-
spending items trying to keep people up and pouring potions and
Yeah.
casting heals.
Quentin.
Just saying, if anyone's keeping score, I'm doing work.
I am definitely
You got to charge them for those heals.
keeping my tally for the
So
Hallmark.
low.
card.
Okay.
I'm gonna send
Bonus
you yours.
action.
Yeah, I
Hex.
want that Hallmark card.
Okay.
And then start swinging away on her. And if it matters, athletics for what I'm hexing on her.
Okay, so meaning an athletics check would stop it.
No. If she would have disadvantage if she has to do an athletics check.
Okay.
It rarely comes up.
Yeah.
I'm going to swing away then. D&D Beyond? No. That's 12. That's not helping. Second attack then. It's a 1. I didn't touch her.
No.
And I'm done.
She's back up. 3 attacks on Pope. No, I'm kidding. She's fighting Quentin now. I'm not that petty and spiteful, though he is horned and seduced.
I've hit her twice, so I guess it would be 2 of the necrotic doses. You doing
All
8
right.
on that?
I believe if she's under the effect, is it? What does it say?
For
At the start of her turn, she takes 1d4, right?
for each time she's been wounded, and I've hit
For
her
each
twice.
time.
But
Yeah, okay.
and then she has a chance to,
To end it.
to end it.
Ooh.
Okay. What's the save to end it? She got a 16.
It's a 15
Yeah, it's like that's probably
Constitution.
enough.
Okay. So
But she
we're still
took the
gonna.
damage first.
Yeah, she still took the damage. And with that, hashtag save Bope. Keep the Bope alive. She is going to unleash
Is she gonna
some attacks on
inhale?
Quentin. 12, 19, and then a critical hit.
No.
Well, I will use my spell
Any
slot
fancy
to shield.
runes left?
So the second one,
I already used my reaction.
End up with a
this time.
24. So I guess just the
So
crit.
shoot just the crit.
Just the crit.
Just the crit. All right, so roll these dice. 16 slashing.
Okay.
This is actually quite a bit of poison damage that's coming. 30 poison.
Oof. Okay.
Holy crap! Would uncanny dodge affect the poison?
If I had uncanny dodge,
Oh, you
Alright.
don't.
I'm more of a warlock than a rogue now.
More of a warlock than a rogue. With that,
Life
so
choices.
she is going to attempt to get out of there.
No, she does not get to flee after the pain she's caused us. She has to die like a woman.
She's
All right then.
Wow.
You have upset Delirious.
You have upset Delirious.
So Raingrim gets an opportunity attack. You've already used your reaction?
Yep.
All right. And then she's going to try to sprint and go airborne out the door.
Hold on, do I get
Delirious
an
and
opportunity?
Quentin. Delirious and Quentin would both.
Okay.
Do I get one at a disadvantage since I'm prone?
You will when she leaves your threat range if she gets out of here. She
Uh,
might not.
17.
20 to stab her with my dagger.
20 hits. Roll damage.
Yes.
Dagger stab.
And she's immune to poison, right?
She's immune to poison.
Then I only deal 4 damage. Take
And
that.
she-
That's not bad.
Is she like trying to fly through the door or fly up and over?
Yeah, essentially, she's gonna fly out.
Yeah, how
If
tall's
Eldon's
the
down.
door?
Well, she's gonna try to Superman out, right? Like dive, start.
I didn't
It
think
goes
you
up
could
to the
I
ceiling.
didn't think you could move through enemy squares.
She's trying to diagonally move, and if Eldon's down, I view him as like difficult terrain.
Eldon is difficult terrain.
I mean,
Miss
he's a
my
little,
hat.
I don't know if he would be because he's a little small.
I miss my hat.
Depends whether or not he's turned into a giant eagle or not. I know. I feel bad. I picked a. Corey did so well helping me in Valheim last night, and then I'm like, now murder him in the game. I'm wearing my Sailor Moon shirt. Makes me evil. Grant by moonlight. So Delirious did 4 points of damage, so that's
Yeah.
definitely helpful. And then Quentin.
I'm 17 to hit, so I believe I missed.
All right, you missed. Oh, take a swing.
All right, with my fist. That is a 13 plus, I imagine, -1 because of my strength, right?
She goes
I'm
out.
just like,
Oh, you can kind of see at the corner of your eye. She is flying up to the golden dragon door. Eldon, when he was awake, knew that whole area was trapped. She is not going towards the direction of the ritual. And with that, you are out of initiative.
But
Really?
she's not out of sight. Like, she's still there.
She would end up being out of sight of everyone who's in the room and conscious.
All right. Well, I'm actually going to take out. I have a potion of superior healing that also did not make it off of my paper character sheet, but it's right here.
You got
And
it.
I'm gonna pour that down Eldon's throat.
What?
Let me roll for that, unless you want to do it.
Go for it. You're administering the potion, doctor.
Oh goodness, it's a lot of D4s. 27.
wow.
And
That's,
that's
Don't
gone.
forget, you all have those tokens to boost yourself, but
Yes.
decide when.
Yes.
Hey, did we want a long rest before you even do that?
think we need to stop that first.
Yeah.
I'm running.
Yeah,
Rangrim's
no, I don't
running
wanna
after
do
that.
a-
I don't know what you guys are doing. Like Delirious is healing. Rangrim's running. Like there's like
Wait, stop. Don't
No.
go.
What is Rangrim's passive perception?
negative 9.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
So
Where is that guy
Uh-oh.
going?
you're going to hit the steps of Tiamat. If you chase her straight way up the stairs, you'll hit the steps of Tiamat.
I'm pretty slow though, so take that. Because you
Does
said
Eldon have time to warn
So we'll
him
put it
that-
this way. So go through initiative. So you pour. You won't use the long rest token unless you're using it now, and it's just
No.
automatic. Eldon's up, Bope's up, everyone's
We don't have the
full
time.
everything.
It's a okay.
It's
a meta.
instantaneous.
Oh,
The health potions, yeah.
no, I
Yes.
mean the long rest token?
It's not like we
Rest
take
token.
8 hours. It's
immediate.
the meta.
It's just it gives you your boost to go.
Maybe we should
Keep
do
fighting.
that.
You use the first one right before you turn invisible.
We used the first one.
No, we have
Oh, we
not.
have?
We have not used one.
We have not.
Yeah, I
used
didn't
anything.
think we had.
We have not.
Then
we
you
take-
haven't used any yet.
We
Oh.
took a short rest.
We
That's all we've
did
taken.
take a short rest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's it. There was some discussion about it.
That's right.
Yeah.
We took a legit long rest in that cavern where the dragons used to hang out.
Correct.
But that wasn't a token thing. That was a legit.
You're making me open the conversion guide.
Quick vote on whether to use the token of long rest.
I'm a little winded.
Most
vote
of my
for it.
spell slots are gone.
Everyone gets there's certain rules around hit dice and stuff like that. Don't worry, you get them all back. Just set your HP to maximum and your spell slots to maximum.
That
So we used it.
I voted for use.
Just one.
Yeah.
That's 3 of us.
Okay.
So um
And because we survived,
Nope, we didn't kill enough.
Hang on,
we
we have-
did kill both of them.
we defeated them both, though.
Let's quit fishing right now. Let's
You
finish.
did.
Let's finish what's happening here first.
but is Raingrim running up the stairs? I need to know.
Yeah, I feel like haven't resolved what's happening.
Because what would happen is you'd have a round, you use the token, Raingrim's running, and then he'll run.
Well,
It's not
Delirious.
going to take like 3 rounds.
Delirious-
It's like 25 feet away.
Delirious heals Eldon, right?
Not if we use the token. I'm gonna keep this potion if we use the token. 'cause-
That's fine.
But whatever matters. Eldon goes next, right?
If after your run,
No. When do you
After
go
me.
in relation
In
to
initiative,
Delirious?
I'm pretty sure I was.
In initiative, Raingrim would go after the Arinyas fled.
So we
And
can't
then-
stop him.
Yeah.
So Raingrim would be running, and you would be right in front of the steps, though, based on the distances as they described, using Eldon's body as a marker.
Yes.
So, whose turn is it?
It would be Eldon's.
post consciousness.
You would be awake, and you'd have the opportunity to shout it's trapped and
Yeah,
go get your
like-
stuff. You could literally be next to him picking your stuff up and be like, don't do it!
Like, whoa, there, big fella. There's a whole thing is booby trap. You better watch
Technically, your passive isn't high enough either, but I gave information away.
out.
I thought it would be easier to spot. It's ridiculous. No one can roll that high. Or you can, it's just not common.
Well, it's also meant for.
Eldon, why is your passive perception not 30?
I want to say it's yeah, it's too high. I would probably set this as a DC 20. The conversion has a DC 25 for
Oh.
5th edition. I think that's too high. I would set it at a 20.
I have a pretty good
25.
chance.
I would actually set it as an 18 or lower because it's pretty obvious the way it's described in the book.
So Rangrim grinds to a halt. His
Yeah.
feet, the tips of his toes, barely scraping into.
All
Hang on
right.
there.
And then he starts pacing. Pace.
After that, and Eldon, you could go. You got your hat. You got your stuff. If you want to spend your turn putting all your stuff back on, you're good.
Yeah. Yes.
I assume that might be what Bope's doing as well.
We're on
Yeah,
a
are we
clock.
still in initiative?
We're on a
We're
clock
going through
now.
initiative
Yeah,
just to try to stop Ringgrim from going in, but you can go now.
Okay.
We're still in initiative.
Okay. Rangram, hold on. Hold on. Wasn't that bloody enough? None of us
No,
is her.
I haven't
Okay.
been touched.
Can you fly? She's going to get to wherever she's going faster than you're going to chase her. As I make my way over to my stuff and collect my book and
Yeah,
bracer.
your stuff is through the drapes. Got it.
Yeah, I imagine that's my 6 seconds.
Delirious, anything you want to do?
I'm gonna cast Aid again on Eldon. Oh shit, how many people can I get? I still only get three. Eldon, Bope, and Quentin, what's your health at?
56.
Okay, yeah, so you three.
Is that 5 hit points?
Or the 10.
Yeah, I'll cast it at level 3.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm spending my time scanning the room to see if there's anything to steal or of value.
Ooh. Let me double check the notes. Ooh. So you are currently, let me double check. As our cools, private chambers. Dun 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 dun.
Don't have time for this.
That's why we're there. So,
You're on a
the
timer.
tapestries on the walls. You are. Let me describe it to him, though. You feel the tapestries on the walls would be extremely valuable. As you go to feel it, it feels like each one weighs 200 pounds.
Heavy ass.
There's also a really fancy pipe, like to smoke. It's covered in jewels. When you go to pick it up, it weighs 50 pounds. Says our cool's pipe he smokes. And it's probably exceptionally valuable. Also, roll me a perception check.
Sure. No, that's a 7.
Can I roll?
Oh, how about this? I throw my
You can.
portable
Delirious
hole.
can roll too if you'd like to.
I throw my portable hole in the ground and use my arcane hand, and I start undoing the top of the tapestry and let it fall into it.
Yeah, that. Ooh, nice. I love that. Delirious, go ahead and roll perception for me.
And then with a nice soft
16.
tapestry, I push the pipe in.
Hang on, Delirious. Take
Yes?
advantage as the room flares again.
No, I already had advantage. My passive perception is way higher though.
I know, but you're not. So passive
Okay.
perception is good for reducing redundant rolls, but
Okay.
I've asked you to roll.
That doesn't look like advantage.
Okay.
You rolled once.
So, no, I rolled twice. You just didn't see it.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
What did you get?
16.
16.
I did not roll well.
All right.
but I did
That's pretty good. You're looking, and you just feel compelled.
Uh-oh.
What dirt were they hiding under the mattress?
Why?
You pick it up, and you see a set of 5 multicolored keys.
Ring comes to the door. Guys,
Yoink.
we gotta go.
Wait, hold on. Okay. These will come in useful later. I just know it. All right, now we can go.
All right.
And I'm gonna be like out there looking at the steps up to the door, seeing if I can figure out how these traps work. and how
Make
to
an Arcana
avoid
check.
them.
DC
Afraid of those.
20.
I'm not afraid of that. Nope, that's a 9.
If it's something you're working on with Bope could roll with advantage because he's receiving assistance by the individual that spotted the track.
be like, oh, there's traps in here.
Oh, hey.
I think they're mechanical.
Got your hat on, Eldon?
That is a 22.
We will not speak of the last 2 minutes.
Oh, we will. We will speak of the last
right,
2 minutes
the
at great
22.
length.
So,
The future.
Pope. All right. You know that there is a command word that would be required to disarm the trap in order to stop it. And there's a second way you could disarm it that would take the utilization of thieves' tools to disable the device. So if anyone has thieves' tools, someone could be instructed on how to make a dexterity check. This is another DC 20.
Come here. You have thieves' tools.
Knowing that
don't
the
you?
penalty for failing is they will take the full brunt of the damage of a vortex of acid, cold, fire, and electricity.
I make my mage hand that's normally invisible visible, and I hold up my finger like,
Okay, go ahead.
How far from where we're standing in the safe zone is it to the doors?
About 30 feet, roughly.
That's good. With my psionically enhanced mage hand, I have a range of 60 feet. So we should be able to fiddle this from safety, relatively speaking, depending on the cost of failure.
False clicks, I think it goes boom.
There are several other things that follow the boom as well if it goes off. The boom's designed to kill things, and other defenses turn on.
You still have your inspiration, right?
Man.
No, I used it.
Do you want to make the dexterity check?
For the doors.
You can.
What
Is
about
anyone standing in front of it?
No, not if he's gonna get out his mage hand.
Good on you.
would
go the
would
other
dispel
way.
magic have much use? You think?
I think it would. I don't have that spell.
I do, but okay. So it's 5 Tiamat heads, right?
So this is a trap.
Okay. Yeah. What do you need me to roll? Sleight of hand?
You could roll
Or-
sleight of hand, or it's actually a thieves' tools proficiency check.
Okay. So I'm proficient. I think it ends up being the same, +7.
Okay.
Can I get advantage from? Well, actually, it's happening up there, and Delirious is back here. So okay, straight check rolling.
Sorry.
That is a 20.
Ooh.
20 is just enough. You have disabled the wall of Tiamat's wrath.
You're pretty good at this.
So
Let's
no one
let-
takes
let out the
15d10 damage.
Let out the breath I didn't know I had.
Have my moments.
And
Although I don't know how long it's disabled for.
Yeah, let's vámonos.
1 minute, you would know.
Tick, tick, tick.
Oh.
60 seconds. We got to be
we have a
going.
minute,
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen.
I'll scoot up the door real quick.
All right, everyone scoots up. So, are you going towards the ritual or are you going to the treasury? Just to confirm.
Oh, wait.
The door was where the Arinyas went, right?
So, if you're chasing the Arinyas, you're going to the treasury. The ritual will continue. However, there are some complications with that because Josh destroyed Dragon Mask. I think this is a good time to take a short break. Don't forget to ask character questions by typing in question in all caps followed by your question and which character it's directed to, and we will answer up to 3 questions.
And this is also a good time to remind you about the Games Tavern Patreon, which is a great way to support the show and get useful perks and awesome content. Just go to patreon.com/thegamestavern, all one word, and get your hands on this amazing content.
And we are having that giveaway tonight. Check out the chat. Type !epic in chat to enter. If you haven't done so already, you can only enter once. Please remember again, only residents of the United States and Canada, excluding Quebec, are eligible to enter. Cast and crew of the Games Tavern, restrain yourselves, folks. And we'll be back in a bit.
Hey, it's Reed from the Games Tavern Happy Hour. Take a look at some of these cool faces that you're going to see, because they're some of the people we've already interviewed, and we've got a whole lot more coming up. They're tabletop gaming streamers, game developers, game designers, artists, and more. If they're in the tabletop space, we're probably going to talk to them at the interview table at some point. In addition to that, we also do tabletop game reviews, as well as accessory reviews, models, miniatures, unboxings, you name it. Plus, every week we provide you with the latest news and new releases in the tabletop gaming space. If it's involved with tabletop gaming, chances are we're going to cover it. You can see this every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on twitch.tv/thegamestavern on Twitch. And also, you can check us out on YouTube just by searching YouTube for The Games Tavern. We'll see you next week at The Games Tavern.
Have you ever needed quality images of characters for your games or stories, but couldn't find the time or assets to create them? Epic Character Generator comes to your rescue with lots of features. After launching the program, you can select a base character to start working on. Just pick a wardrobe and begin customizing it. At any time, you can jump to the settings to turn other packs on and use their content on your character too. There are certain items which not always fit together nicely. You can use the toggle feature to decide whether these items should be on top or on the bottom. You can use the coloring tool to give your items a unique look. A few items can deform the base body in a minor way, and others can make huge changes. How about moving around some decorations in the background? Or even the whole character to find the perfect composition? You can save your character as a data file and load it back later to continue editing it. You can export your character as a PNG image with a background selected from the program, or choose a transparent one. You can use it later in any environment. So, have you crafted your first character already? Epic Character Generator, now available on Android.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's get to these character questions. We're playing a calm game of D&D now. So the question from chat is, what was under Eldon's hat?
Halfling hat hair, like the worst case of halfling hat hair you could ever imagine, where it's just around the crown, just horribly pressed down and matted. But beyond that, it's still curly and loose and whatnot.
I imagine he has like a really neat fade on the side, or like a cash money sign. Bling bling. The next question is, what is Raingrim's favorite color?
Rangrim's favorite color is yellow.
Mellow yellow.
I don't like yellow.
Yeah.
Few do.
And lastly, the last question is, what would the party have done if Bope would have died? Then Bope, I'm curious what you would have done.
Well, I have a sinking suspicion that I wouldn't have had much to do with it, as the book would have made a lot of decisions for me.
Quentin, hey, free book.
Yeah,
It's free real estate.
I like books.
Let's hold this guy self.
Actually,
He like has one of the.
I would come back as a revenant. Going
I like
after
that.
the source of my revenge.
All right. And what would the party have done?
Find a way to dispose of the Book of Vile Darkness.
Help dispose of the Book of Vile Darkness. Probably ineffectually try to resurrect Bope.
Yeah, that too.
Quentin, in his spare time, has been fabricating a replica. We must just rip. It's like tearing a phone book. Hey, watch this. Rip. It's gone. All right. So, we return now. The party has disabled the treasury trap. The wall of Tiamat's wrath has been disarmed. You're free to go up the stairs. However, the ritual continues. The party has hit 10th level now. They are now double-digit levels. And with that, what do you do? There are steps going up, and there is the large gold door that is currently closed.
Kick it in, Rangram.
Do you? It pulls open. Still kick it in.
Well,
Hey, those are pull!
as we're going up the steps towards the doors, you do see all the runes on Rangrim light up at once. And it's almost like Mario ate a mushroom as he slowly just starts expanding. I don't know, Quentin and Delirious, how tall are you?
I think I'm like
5, I guess.
So now there's a dwarf that's taller than you, as he now stands at 5'8".
Huh.
Very nice. Very nice.
He doesn't notice, but
we're the same height. Hey.
Oh man, I guessed my height correctly. It's what my character sheet says.
Woo!
Now, did you gain the height between your waist and your head, or was it proportionate?
That's
just the
an
neck.
important
it's
question.
totally just the torso. It's still the same stubby dwarf legs.
Still
Swimmer's
25
body.
move?
Still 25 feet of movement.
I mean, it doesn't say that movement changes at all, so I'm gonna go with probably not.
Hey, Ranker, skip leg day much?
What?
Ignore him.
And you
Just
just
a water deep thing.
but you're looking at him in the eye now. What? Wait a second.
Wait,
All right.
this is different.
You go ahead and roll a d6 for me, Bope.
Okay. That's a 1.
That's a 1. All right. Do you knock open the door, Rangrim?
I mean, if everyone's looking ready to go,
Yeah. I'll grab the other
All right.
side. If you pull one side open, I'm up there. Let's do it.
is it
The
a
door
double?
opens pretty easily. Double door opens pretty easily. And if production, you could pull up creature 3. There are 2 individuals in the room surrounded by these large, massive chests, and the chests have these various heads on them. And they're just like, you made her cry, and now we have to deal with her weeping. And she's, don't you scold me, I'm a bride. That's her voice now. That's just the way it sounded. It was actually quite soothing. She's like, don't you scold me, I'm a bride. But they're into a pair of devils in the room are looking at the Velkyn weave. They don't seem to be aggressive right now, but they do seem to be perturbed.
Twirling the hammer. To be fair, they did start it.
Ah, troublesome brides, they kind of call back to the Arinyas. They go, we've been bored for weeks. Azar spends all day airing his grievances, and they're like, good, that prevents him from stinking up this joint. Let him air them out on the other members of the Red Hand, and let us, well, what is it we do here? They seem kind of confused, and the barbed one looks at the bearded one and says, we watch the treasure. And they kind of motion, and there's these various chests in the room.
You watch the treasure?
That it? That's all we're allowed.
That sounds terrible.
You just get to watch, you don't get to touch?
The barbed one goes, listen. Or the barbed one says, we watch the treasure. The bearded one says, I've been here only for about a round and a half. You know, he breaks the meta for a second. He goes, she came in and he was supposed to summon devils. And he would have summoned 1d6 of us. But someone rolled a 1. Yeah, so only he showed up when he called. He let out a big whistle. And this guy, like, came out of the back, his pants half down. He was like, what? We're being attacked. And they're like, well, he was taking a shit. Pardon my language.
So technically, you just need to watch the treasure. There's no orders about intervening or doing anything with the treasure, right?
Murder anyone who tries to take it by using our phenomenal powers.
What if we're the rightful owners of said treasure?
You are not. The treasure
How do you
belongs
know?
to Tiamat.
Oh. Is her
Really?
name on it?
Step forward and
Literally.
Brandish my my emblem of Tiamat and point to my.
They say it's great. You got one of those, but you don't got the tattoo. And you see, they have like similar emblems, but they're tattooed on. Yeah. So you're from this plane. We're from the other one.
Oh, but
Good try,
actually,
though. We
but
like
she-
him.
She
Unlawful.
spoke to me in my dreams and told me to take anything I wanted here, and I suggest you let me do it, and I cast suggestion on
Okay.
artist. I mean, looks the most in charge.
Oh no. All right.
DC 18.
Well, you heard the man. He gets to take anything he wants, and the
Yes,
chests
right.
are there for you to open.
How
They
many
have
chests and what
5
color?
corresponding.
5 chests, and they're all 5 different colors.
Of course they are.
I think
Bope, would you do the honors?
Sure. I take the green one.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. There are 5 of us. 5 snowy white horses. I mean,
does
Yeah.
Bope have to open all the chests? I'm just gonna.
Wow.
Let this happen. Like,
Well, these are my servants. They are going to carry things for me. And I just usher you guys forward. Like, go ahead.
I want the blue key
that's kind of how that works.
of the blue chest.
Okie dokie. Dun, 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 dun. So let's do this. Oh, come on. Filter, filter, filter.
Knew that spell would come in handy one day.
This is the second time I think you've used it.
Yeah, something maybe third, but yeah, second sounds right.
Like came in handy.
But they did indicate that they liked him, so that it made him.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, hey, I see what you're
It
putting
did.
down.
Shish kebabs. All right. So there's going to be a number of things.
Oh.
There's a lot of things. How many are you? There's 5 of you?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Are the chests mimics?
Yes.
Pardon us, folks. We're all loot hungry
Fiendish
murder hobos.
mimics, probably.
Yes. All right. Yeah, one of those, because this was fun. All right.
Oh man.
First one. Who's opening first?
Not it.
I'll do the black chest.
Go ahead, Quentin.
The black chest.
I'll use my
Okay.
arcane hand and the key.
You open a chest, and inside is a bracer of flying daggers. So there's a thin armband. It has thin daggers strapped to it. Would require attunement. As an action, you can pull up to 2 magic daggers and immediately hurl them, making a ranged attack with each dagger. The
Nice.
dagger vanishes, and that's it. So you find the bracer of flying daggers.
That's pretty cool.
It is pretty good.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'll go next. The white chest. Click.
The white chest. Eldon, inside is a wondrous, magnificent looking horn. It is made of brass. And make a history check for me.
Oh boy, you know I'm good at those. 13.
13's good enough. You know that this is a horn of Valhalla. Blowing into it will cause a crap ton of berserkers to fall from the sky, and they will fight for you.
That's
So,
cool.
You gotta carry
3d4 plus 3.
your bucket of Vikings with you now.
Do those count as do they count as summoned creatures for me?
In some
I
sense,
think that's a yes.
I think so. Warrior
Yeah.
spirits from Valhalla appear. They're spirits. They're warriors. I'm sure
you've
we can
summoned
get an answer. It summons. They are described as summons.
Nice.
This is something I have to maintain concentration on.
This doesn't say you've got like this. You don't even have to attune to it. You just burm.
Awesome.
Nice. You keep that.
Neat.
But you
Oh.
summon them, so then you.
Well, all my summoner abilities actually only affect beasts or fae that I conjure.
Oh, well.
Druid. But,
Are
you know,
they
an army
fae
of berserkers is
berserkers?
cool too. It's still
Yeah.
cool. It's very cool.
All right, I'll open the blue chest.
The blue chest. In it, you find an amulet of the devout.
Tell
it
me
is a
more.
+2 amulet of the devout. So while you wear this, you gain a bonus to spell attack rolls and the saving throw DCs of your spells of a +2. So you get +2 to spell attack rolls, and
might
your
be better for Bope.
save DCs are harder. Bope could not attune to this, for he does not have the class requirement.
Ah, well then.
Devout.
I hope you don't mind if I yoink. my spell DCs would be 19.
Wow.
Nice.
Grant, did you say brass or bronze?
Brass, I believe.
Brass.
Okay, just
Yeah.
making sure. Okay, thank you.
So Bope or Raingrim next?
Go ahead, Rangrim.
What's left? White and
Red and green.
red and green. I will go for green then.
Good.
In the green,
Yeah, my dead head.
you see a 1-inch metal cube. And as you see it, a word pops into your brain that only you know. The color yellow, because it's your favorite color. In your native dwarven tongue. Yellow. If you speak this word, it will cause the 1-inch cube to grow 20 feet on each side and 30 feet high. It is an instant fortress. Requires no attunement, and you can use it to create a fortress. You're gonna use it to reach Azar. Cool. Oh, he's up there, eh? Instant fortress. Climb up. Horn of Valhalla. Come on, boys.
It's an amazing item.
Yeah, I love instant fortress. Yeah, so you find an instant fortress.
Ridiculous.
So what does attuning require? Since I think I have to attune to this amulet.
I don't think you do. You do. Yeah, you have to attune.
Short rest.
1 hour's time.
Oh, well then I can't do that yet then.
I would give you, if everyone wants to attune to anything that requires attunement, I would count that in your leveling up and long rest, even though this is technically a different scene. But because Bope has suggested old Dum Dum over there.
I'm so dangerous. 19 DC. Yes.
Modify memory.
I'm not that evil.
So has everyone opened one, or I think Bope remains?
Red chest.
Red. Open the red.
Bope. Inside the
called
red
green?
chest.
I thought Bope called green.
I did. He took it out of my hand, the greedy monster.
Oh,
There's well, you can trade if you want. Inside is a thick book bound in dark leather. It's crisscrossed with inlaid silver lines suggesting a map or a chart. Inside, there are spells you can cast while attuned to this book. Arcane Gate, Dimension Door, Gate, Misty Step, Plane Shift, Teleportation Circle, and Word of Recall.
Wow.
You have 3 charges to use the book.
Do you charge total?
Yes, and they recharge over the day. You roll a d3.
that book there looks kind of old. She's like a fortress.
Now, this is requires attunement by wizard item.
Ooh, fancy. Awesome.
So that's what's in all the chests.
I commit my soul to 2 books.
You got a lot of soul to go around, right, Bo? Been around a long time. Soul gets bigger as you grow older, right?
Yep. I'm pretty sure that's how that works.
Totally how that works.
So I have to attune to it?
Yes, and so you can do fast attunement. If you spend a half hour talking to these devils. You know, he really doesn't pay us well. Yeah, it was better in hell.
I'm surprised you guys get paid at all. This guy's very stingy.
They have to. We sign contracts.
It's like there's some contractual thing in there.
Do you get dental?
Dental and vision.
All right, well, that's
Very low deductible.
You know what they say, the devil's in the details of those.
Hey, they like you too. High five. We like you. Cool robes, by the way.
Is she gonna be all right? And I point to the sobbing Arinyas in the corner.
It depends. She's probably gonna go back to the bedroom and sulk. However, we'd very much like to send her back to hell.
Yeah,
What's stopping you?
I'm for that plan, frankly.
Well, we didn't know if it was her husband coming in, or members of the elusive Nimbus, or the ghost of Renyan, or there's a lot of strange things that travel through the Elsyr Vale.
Well, we are merely servants of Bope the Magnificent.
I think you should do what your heart desires.
You know what? Instead of being known as Barb Devils or Bearded Devils, we'll be known as Bope Devils. Bope Devils! And they high five. Yeah,
Oh, no.
Bro Squad.
Is this a new Deaton device?
Yeah.
I was thinking that when they were introduced. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, in 8 hours, they might realize
Why?
that
Why did it have to be devils?
just have to cast
So the
them.
Bone Devils, the Bearded Devils, and the Barb Devils are all cool with y'all.
Yeah.
This is not anything Eldon ever hoped or expected.
So what's going on in the ritual room? Have you guys been there?
Long ritual, whiny leaders, all that jazz.
Who's in there with him? Is he alone?
No, he's surrounded by the Abishai. The priests need to chant below. They need to cast constantly and maintain a focus to power that room. They're not essential for the ritual, but they are supplementing his strength. Then on the altar, he does a lot of weeping, wailing, and gnashing of teeth.
I've been there.
The Abishai are supplementing and giving him strength to carry him through this.
How many
Blah, blah, blah,
Abishai
blah,
are we
blah.
talking? 2, 5.
Usually there's 6, but he left 2 on guard duty today.
Sure did.
And I believe there's probably 4, maybe more. It's hard to tell.
Okay.
You said below? What do you mean below? The priests below? Is this like they're downstairs or something? Or is this like a multi-tier
Yeah, they're
system
sending it
going on?
up. They're sending it up. So there's multiple sanctums. There's the outer sanctum, then there's the true inner sanctum. The outer sanctum's where there's a bunch of priests and clerics and they're chanting. Then you got to go up the secret shaft. You go up. It's about, 100 feet or so. Then you're in the true sanctum of Tiamat, where you are closest to her, they say with a tear.
Got it. I understand now. Thank you, fellas. I appreciate that.
Eldon,
Yeah.
I have an idea.
Me too. You go
Okay.
ahead.
Well,
Not here.
if this...
Okay, that's probably smart.
Yeah, okay.
You got taller.
I did, didn't I?
You got
Some weird things with the runes. They do curious things. This is the first time that it's not gone away, though.
You gotta get that looked at.
not a tumor.
It's a little tuba.
Not a tuba. Oh, Arnold.
Oh, Arnold.
In case you hadn't had a kindergarten cop throwback yet today. Here we go.
It's been a while.
So, is there anything else you want to do with the devils?
Wish
Vote
them good
best
luck.
of them.
Eve.
Yeah, leave. Carry on.
Wait,
Good job
the-
watching the treasure. It's
What
been...
about the wife?
explode?
They all just kind of like throw their hands, and they're just like, yeah, someone was bound to take it anyways. Doesn't do much good in here, does it?
Ooh.
a just point.
Wait a second, says like the barbed one. He's kind of coming out of his suggestion phase, and he's just kind of like, drinking time. And then like he starts pouring drinks for him and the bearded one. And the Arinyas, they pass,
Gonna sob
kind
into
of
her tequila
apple
shots.
teeny back to her. Yeah.
Man, she it probably doesn't hurt her when it burns.
No, it does not. Poison and fire immunity.
Nice.
This alcohol does nothing.
Not, doesn't even.
I can't
Alrighty.
even get drunk.
It doesn't even burn so good.
With that, you are free to make your way down the hallway towards the chanting. Essentially, as I hit the wrong button on my browser and open all the source code,
I hate doing that.
you see it's a confluence of creatures. You are on the secret side, the side they do not expect anyone to come from. This would be combat map 2. And essentially there is, you can see an undead wraith, and there's a whole bunch of hobgoblins that are very focused on the altar. They're chanting upwards to it. There are 5 dragon heads of many colors. And there's also very clearly, as you look up in the ceiling, you see a hole. There is a wraith over in that in that area too. They're entirely focused on the altar. What do you do?
First, I have a spell to cast. Rengrim, come here.
Enlarge.
Oh, I put my hand on. What is your weapon?
It's a maul. It is dragon toad.
Okay, I grasp the maul right beneath the head. Oh, damn it! I just had the words. Hold on. Strike with Timora's fury. That is holy weapon. Your weapon now does 2d8 radiant damage on every strike.
Ooh! Oh, jeez.
See, I'll make a paladin out of you yet.
Oh, man.
How long's that last?
1 hour or until I
Oh, my
lose.
gosh.
Okay.
So don't let me get hit.
Oh. Wow.
Oh boy.
So how do we want to do this then? Do we want to go in all disrupty like, or
Well,
Well,
since since this is sort of like a tube area, right? And it's made of stone, right? And we have stone shape, so can we like stone shape something from the top to just drop down and use gravity to smush everything?
Well, I gotta be.
You could try to pull something down from the top, but the ritual's not actually like. So that's not the main ritual.
Oh.
That is a supplemental ritual. The core area that you're most interested in, there's this dotted line circle. You can see in the ceiling that there's a dark hole going up. As the devil's described, 100 feet.
We got to go through these mooks.
Okay, all right.
Right. And
Yes.
All right. Save that idea.
I gotta
for
be
later.
touching the stone to meld it, so I couldn't make it drop from up there from down
Yeah,
here.
okay,
Yeah.
Could bat fly up there and then hang from the ceiling?
This is accurate.
Sprout the familiar goes, I like the bat fly, but the Sprout's like, blow the horn, summon the Vikings, cause a big ruckus, then slip up.
I think sprouts are...
To be fair, guys, we could kind of do both. I could summon the berserkers to take out these mooks, disrupt it from down here, and then I could maybe then bring us a few eagles to take us upstairs.
And then they can join the fray. I like this plan.
Yes.
I like the force multiplier
Giant
angle.
eagles.
Yes.
Giant eagles,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
I mean, while we're putting all our, bunnies in one basket, I could cast greater invisibility on Rangrim, and then he'll be absolutely terrifying.
Silent but deadly.
Oh god. Just give me like 3 or 4 rounds.
How long will greater invisibility last?
1 minute.
1
So
minute of death.
right when we start, right when
That's 10 rounds.
when the bashing starts.
Don't even like come in after. Just let me like go in. Oh.
Is your plan to fight the folks in this room or to sneak past them? I just need to know. Like your intention.
I think what I'd like to do is fly past them, but then summon all the berserkers from the Horn of Valhalla to attack them.
Keep them busy.
As you're starting to go up, just and they all
Exactly.
come flying out of the. I like that.
We go like flying like scree on these giant eagles
Yeah.
up towards the top, and I'm just like,
You can do a group stealth check to slip past them all.
We're good at those.
You're pretty good at those. There's they are, if you recall, as described, focused on the ritual.
Yeah.
So they're not looking. Now the wraiths are kind of patrolling, so it's essentially you patrolling against the wraiths. And we can bring up creature 2. Those are the wraiths, so they're floating around.
Lord of the Rings looking guys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
So so if you give me a group stealth check, so essentially half or more of you will need to roll higher than a 12.
Should I do my sneaky spell, guys?
Does that ruin your concentration?
I don't think isn't concentration only broken when you take damage?
No,
Or
you can
it's-
only do one at a
You
time.
can only have 1 concentration.
It's not concentration. Oh shit, it is. All right, never mind.
I don't know. You know cleric things.
No, you're right.
I'm going to use one of my inspirations to take advantage on this stealth check.
Brent.
Yeah, it's like, oh, blessed cleric, may I have your blessing?
Should skill fail you, Time Warriors shall give you the strength to. No, wait. Shoot.
Got a 20 and
It's been
a
a
2,
while.
so I got 22.
Time Warriors
Very
grants may
nice.
keep you hidden. There.
What did you
Whether
say
you're
we
seeing
need to
it.
beat? I got a 14.
Well,
That's high enough.
I got a 21.
very nice.
23.
Very good.
Hey.
I think that's more than half. Eldon, go ahead and roll 3d4 for me and add 3 to it.
Nice.
11.
Nice.
Oh no.
11 berserkers.
Yeah, so as we
pretty
pull
good.
up combat map 2,
Oh, God,
Um,
we need
are they-
Berserker mod.
Tell
Yeah, here
tell
they
me they're
come.
halfling berserkers.
oh, I wish. Some Dark Sun cannibals.
I like
That's what we
the Eberron, dinosaur riding halflings.
So the
those
Velkyn
are
Weave,
fun.
the Velkyn Weave, slide past the wraiths ever so gracefully. Spells are cast and a horn is blown. And if we could pull up the combat map, just because this is kind of ridiculous, it's number 2. All these berserkers just and fall on the right, and they're just like, ah! And
Surprise, motherfuckers!
they're just going reckless attacking, like, ah, you
Gosh.
hobgoblins!
Terrifying.
Yes. And so they just fall upon the priests who are like, defend the sanctum.
In my mind's eye, I'm picturing them all like getting that teleport effect, like
Yeah.
and they're all appearing on the podium on the middle pedestal thing. And it's just, and then somebody like looks up, it's like, wait, what? And then they all get swarmed.
So you're flying up on eagles, owls,
Nimble?
Giant eagle,
nimble?
4 giant eagles summoned with
I'm
conjure
on
animals
nimble.
at 5th level. So
Wow.
everybody's got a
All
ride.
right.
Okay.
And there's 4 giant eagles to back us up too. That's really why I'm bringing them around.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Okay.
mean, 4 giant hummingbirds.
So pretty.
Not as big as you might think. Giant hummingbird. It's really about like the size of a regular eagle at that point.
Right.
What about a dire hummingbird?
Yes.
When we're flying up, if I was to tag one of the human cultists that was about to be killed with hex or something, would that be possible? It's got a 90-foot range, or would that like completely?
Did you say
with
like you want
hex?
to hit one of those priests down there?
Correct, with hex, because I got something that I need a human dead to activate, and
So these are hobgoblins.
well, a humanoid rather. It does.
Okay. You can. Yeah, that works. It's a very Josh move. I approve.
Okay.
He's planning something. I don't know.
Give
what
him a
it
little
is, but-
salute, and then when he dies, I get his spirit to use.
Oh, nice.
Very nice. So
Wait, did you just say to use?
Yes.
Yes.
He did.
as you go up the dark tunnel and fly on your faithful carpet nimble and reach the cusp, we move to a different combat map. We move, we're going to move to Scene Setter 3, actually. Let's pull up Creature 4. His brides are dead at this point. So it gets completely silent. As you come up the shaft, you see before you, standing on an altar, surrounded by these dragon heads.
Can I, as we are going into vision, can I just cast Greater Invisibility on Rangrim? So it just looks like there's an eagle.
Yes.
Nobody. Sorry. Go ahead.
Somebody
Why are
does.
people pasting wraiths?
Sorry.
But we can pull up. Yes, we can pull up Creature 4. You see a blue dragon-like goblinoid entity with a massive shield made out of a dragon skull, carrying a large sword, focusing in singing a hymn of wickedness into the sky above. And you see literally over his head a dark, unearthly cloud. It's not like weather you would have here in Toril. It appears to be clouds of hell itself that are forming above him. There are the Abishai that you were warned about floating in the room. And with that, you're going to get a surprise round. But I'm going to need you to roll for initiative.
Boy. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh, fastest cleric in the West.
Oh, same. I just rolled a 20.
Nice.
So 22.
Nice.
That was the day of the Velkyn Weave.
I'm an 8.
Okay, I will call out for them in just a second. So you are all essentially going to be coming up out of the hole. I'll let you position whatever order you would be on Nimble. I assume Doliris is more towards the front. Yeah, he's there in the middle. So let's start going down. I better have his stats handy, because this is it, the climactic showdown.
Oh boy.
With Azar-Kul himself.
You all can't see it, but Renyon pulls a dragon's paw. Rangrim pulls a dragon's paw from out of his armor and lets it hang at his side.
Ooh.
It's invisible.
Dragon's
so-
paw. Oh, we can't see it. That's right.
But it looks really cool.
It would look so cool if we could see it.
Are we arranging
In
ourselves
10 rounds,
on combat map? What is this for?
You can arrange yourselves in the hole right now because you're on nimble. You will all get a surprise round. You totally used a Horn of Valhalla. I pasted all these stat blocks into my notes so I could have them there for all those pre's. And then it's like, what's in the chest? And I rolled and I'm like, brass Horn of Valhalla. All right. That will come up. All right. So, who has, and this is your hands up, who has higher than an 8?
Higher than an 8?
Yes. Rangrim is lower than an 8?
I am an 8.
Oh.
Okay. Who has higher than a 9?
This is gonna take a while, Grant.
Who has higher than a 10? Who has higher than a 20?
Yep.
Who, between the three of you, who's the highest? We'll take-
22.
Eldon, what you got, Eldon?
22.
And Bo, what you got?
I actually got a 19.
Okay, and Delirious?
21.
And Quentin?
15. 1-5.
All right, and then let me roll for these Abishai. You have fought them before, and you understand what abilities they have.
They're terrifying.
They are not good. We'll see what they do, though, because they're in the middle of the ritual. All right, Abishai. There they are. All right. The Abishai have a 24. That's not right. Their dexterity is not that high. They have a 22.
Boo.
Eldon, what's your dexterity?
2 plus 2.
Do you want to do a roll off?
Sure.
Because that seems fun.
D20.
D6.
D6.
E6 is at dawn.
5.
3. You go first.
All right.
Nice.
All right. Now, you're all going to go before all of them because you have a surprise round. So, Eldon first.
Okay. Well,
His altar is about 20 feet off the ground, mind you.
20 feet off the ground. Is where are they at?
The Abishai? The Abishai are about 40 feet off the ground.
They're up in the air, and so is Azar-Kul.
Azar-Kul is standing on this altar chanting to the devilish clouds above him.
If you guys are looking at the combat map, you're looking at the wrong one. We're using.
We're on
Scene setter
three.
3.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm looking at. Oh, wait.
Whoopsie.
Oh, there we go. Yep.
Oopsie.
Was looking at the wrong. So the Abishai are up in the air. Azar-Kul is on the altar. Okay. Well, I'm gonna.
Drat.
I've got these giant eagles here. They're gonna go out and do something, but dang. Okay.
Quentin's Wraith, here it goes.
yeah.
Get him!
You know
What's
what?
the
I'm gonna-
race name?
I'm gonna start with. I'm gonna start with a nice old blight spell. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright.
We're gonna start with a good old blight spell. I'm gonna cast blight on Azar-Kul immediately.
All right.
Con save 16.
So the question is, does a blight spell go through an anti-life shell?
Yes.
And here it is.
Yeah, it says you could cast spells and ranged attacks through it.
All right. So, that will do it. All right.
Oh, that's a good roll of the damage.
Whoa! Oh, gee.
What did you get?
50 points of necrotic damage.
50 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, Elder.
All right. As
I
our
do
cool
declare.
is looking very, 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 very hurt. And I've got to remember that he has hit points now that are rapidly dropping. So that is very exciting.
Is that a concentration check?
Yeah.
And I will bonus action also my Falcon Spirit into the space between Azarkul and ourselves.
What does that do?
That's gonna give everybody an advantage on like any sort of perception checks to see things, but it also lets me use my reaction to give people advantage on attacks.
Right. Great. Thank you.
And it will heal my eagles if they're within range of its aura if they take damage now, because I'm a mighty summoner at level 10.
Whoa.
Beautiful.
So, with that, next up will be Delirious.
And I will
Okay.
fly over here.
Grant,
Yes.
as a cleric, can I tell if this area is hallowed or unhallowed, as the case may be?
This is a hallowed area.
Would a dispel magic get rid of that?
I believe it would.
Sorry.
Where should I cast that?
You're dispelling hallowed.
Yes.
That's going to cause some problems.
As long as the problems are not mine, I'm
They're
okay.
everybody's, but this is the fight where we all wear our big boy pants.
And I've forgotten actually how
So
dispel.
you're doing that? No, it's
Yes.
totally fine. So the way
Yes.
it works, so there are several hallowed effects in this room, and they're all going to drop off. You now hear loud, thunderous chanting from Azarkul in the Abishai in infernal tongues and draconic languages spewing forth. They all hear it now. Not only that, they hear and know the Velkyn weaves in here. They are still surprised because they had other things. They would just, the effect of their hallow actually had silence around all of them. And it's like if the hallow drops, they hear everything again. So they are totally confused. It's kind of like, have you ever like worn like sound noise reduction headphones or something just to focus? It's like you just ripped them off their heads and they were very focused and they're just like, ah!
Okay.
Like how when I shook, you could see through Sailor Moon's hair.
I saw that. That was awesome.
All right. So anything else you're doing, Delirious?
No,
I think that's quite enough, Delirious.
I think that's quite enough.
All right. Boop.
Okay. Inspired by that thunderous event, I will cast a 4th level chromatic acorn using thunder damage, because who's resistant to thunder, right?
Yeah.
Say that out loud.
Put that out there. Well, I can't do. We decided fire and poison are bad. Lightning's probably not good against the blue thing, right? And then
These guys are weird.
yeah, I don't.
These guys are weird.
Yeah.
Everyone in this room is very weird.
Okay. Well. This is
All right.
what I'm doing.
All right. Who are you doing thunder
Oh.
damage to?
Azarkul.
All right. Describe the effects of your mighty spell as it goes off and roll damage.
Well, I rolled a 26 to hit.
That will hit him barely. You noticed as you cast the spell, even though he was surprised and unfocused on you, Azarkul is extremely difficult to connect with an attack roll.
Okay, good to know. So that's going to be all the d8s. All right, and I don't know what thunder magic looks like. It's very sonic.
Does anyone know what color it is?
It's effectively the old Sonic damage.
Gray.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like sound damage.
Well, then,
Yeah.
yeah, you see
Thunder.
the sort of seismic blast hurtling through the space as it hits him, hopefully in the back. I don't know. That's a lot of 7s. So let's see.
Hey.
10 plus 4.
Oh shit!
What?
What?
I can't do the cool thing I really wanted to do. I
the
hope dispelling
concentration?
the Hallow was still worth it. Damn it! Why am
It's
I
very
stupid?
worth it.
Why am I stupid? Okay.
It's never stupid.
No, this was. Well, no.
35 points of thunder damage.
Say that again.
So,
35.
5.
like a sonic explosion. This is like Guile's music from Street Fighter plays because it goes with everything. Dun, 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 and like sonic boom, and it's almost as it hits. You notice he opens himself and pulls the shield away and lets it hit him, as he's completely immune to thunder damage.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, I didn't know till I looked at his sheet that he is immune to thunder and lightning.
Cool flex, bro.
Well, I will start to edge to the left, and then as I see the Abishai, I'm going to look at Eldon and be like, no, not again, and we're going to go to the right.
All right. Lots of Abishai. And with that, we're going to move downward towards Quentin.
I look at my Spectre and verbally command him in Draconic kill, and I point towards Azargul. And he's got a fly speed of 50, so he goes over and tries to connect with a life drain attack. I've got a +4 in that due to my Hexblade having him hang around.
So
17.
there's problems.
8. Okay.
No, you remove the Hallow. Like, because the anti-life shell dropped. And the Hallow being removed, undead are now allowed up there with him. So go ahead and attack.
Okay. 7 plus 8. 25 to hit for 3d6.
Barely
necrotic.
hits, but it does.
Oh, that is 16 necrotic damage, and I need a DC 10 con save from him.
All right.
Does he have wings?
I'll be interested if his
Oh,
con
fuck.
save is
He
good.
does not have a fly speed.
Mhm, mhm.
He doesn't have good constitution saves compared to some of the other things. He got a 16.
Okay. Well, the maximum has not been reduced, but the necrotic was enough.
How much damage was it?
16 necrotic.
16 necrotic.
Yeah,
You notice the necrotic damage seems to be the most effective to him so far.
Okay. Well, I am bonus action snapping my hex onto him, and then what the hell? I will hit him with Eldritch Blast.
There you go.
You know what? Take advantage
Yeah.
on your Eldritch Blast.
Oh, really? Well, let's roll a second one on that. That's a 25 to hit.
25 to hit. Will hit.
That is
Beats.
6 force and 3 necrotic. And then rolling the second blast on that. Edges straight. Second blast misses.
All right.
And as far as like maneuvering goes, we're in the Eagles, right? Is there like a much space to move in here?
There is lots of space to move around in here. It is an open air chamber with the clouds of hell forming above you. There's Abishai. You can go up at least 100 feet if you want.
Okay, I'm going to be on the Eagle and kind of fly up over there so I'm not grouped in with everyone else. And I'm done.
Alrighty. Raingrim.
Well, Rangrim's going to do the obvious, and that's going after the Big Daddy. Seeing the spells connect and his concentration hopefully breaking from being smacked around. Rangrim's going in.
All right. So he's up on a 20-foot pillar. You'd have to climb up it.
I'm on
He's on an eagle.
You're on an eagle. You can fly. Sorry.
Eagle's wings. He shall fly.
I was like, I think there's something about the movement in here. All right, you're good. So you can fly over.
All right. So basically, as the eagle is flying, you see the eagle like dip for a second as if it's got more weight, and then it keeps going. And I'll jump off of the eagle as he's passing overhead and landing next to or behind, and attacking from invisible.
Advantage.
All right.
Attacks.
He can see invisible things.
Oh well.
Well, good. I can use my concentration on something else. So there.
Sulking.
Yeah, move you over
It
to
wasn't a great spell anyway.
I finally used it.
25 to hit.
That'll hit.
Does he count as a dragon or have dragon subtype?
Let me see if he has a dragon tag. What's the point of me pasting his stats in my notes if I always click on the wrong document? He is half dragon goblinoid. I would say yes. I would count him as a dragon.
Nice.
Dragon totem hungers.
This is what the Nimbus was built for.
So, I mean, he can see it at least coming. Because I need that many dice. All right, so
Your radiant maul.
yeah. So first, just magical physical damage, magical bludgeoning damage. I'm rolling.
Best type. He doesn't have immunity to that.
Get out your calculator.
5d6 plus 1d8. No, yeah,
And then 2d8 for the spell,
right.
which is light for radiant damage.
17.
In typical 5e fashion, final boss gets no attacks off.
29 magical bludgeoning damage.
29 magical bludgeoning
Wait, there's
damage.
more.
Then the radiant damage of 5. Sad.
5.
And I will, as I've hit him, not using a bonus action. Just wait, is it a bonus action? Once per turn, when I hit a creature, I move it 5 feet. I move it 5 feet towards the edge. I move him 5 feet with the hammer of that blow towards the edge of the platform.
All right.
He can
So
get
he moves
Sparta kicked.
closer towards the edge of the platform.
You can probably fly. Never mind.
Second attack. I don't know. Maybe you can. Maybe you can't. 27 to hit this time. Getting good rolls. Good rolls. Good rolls.
Only one way to find out if you can fly.
Mm-hmm.
Second volley of damage coming in. 17, 20, 20.
Sorry. Maybe I should choose a fighter. Invoke dice.
30 magical bludgeoning.
30 magical bludgeoning. At that point, with your second attack, you see Azar cool. It looks as if all the life leaves him for a second. And then there is a flash of purple as his death ward goes off to keep him standing.
Holy crap.
Well, and then I assume then the radiant damage would happen before that.
That's part of the
Yeah.
Probably, yes.
So I'll just ignore that. And then seeing that, Arcana check to know what that was.
You know it was a death ward. At this level, you would know.
I had advantage on it too, so.
It's gone now.
used up.
And so I will action surge for a third attack.
Yeah, you will.
Oh,
is an armor class 25. Meets beats. And you're in a surprise round. There's not a lot he can do.
It's time to use it.
22.
No.
If only he couldn't
No one
see
blessed him?
invisible.
No. Do you have your inspiration from the monologue?
I do. Actually, I've not used inspiration in like 3 turns.
You have your auto success.
I do. Let's use that. That's a thing.
You hit.
He has 1 hit point.
I deal a crap ton of damage. But do I do enough to just kill him outright?
I mean, probably not.
Probably
I
not.
think so.
Getting a little greedy.
He only has 1 HP.
So there's
I mean, it's
That's
NPC.
what-
It's not like you've got to overcome PC limits there.
17, 19.
First, we sent his wives to hell,
32, 42,
and then we made widows of them.
42 physical
Oh.
damage and 15 radiant damage. As
Describe how you
'cause
obliterate Azar Cool, leader of the Red Hand Horde.
it's first hit, knock him towards the ledge. Second hit, try to go for I was trying to go for his knee to like buckle him, but apparently I crushed his hip. Seeing the death word goes off, then it's just an overhand.
Cave in the skull.
Cave in the body.
Falls on to his back, flat. The Abishai look down from their perches, and they were chanting, and they see their leader of the Red Hand
Load bearing
defeated.
boss.
At that moment,
Does anyone have a grievance?
Where's your grievance now?
he looks up, because there were other incantations there. He looks at Rangrim, and as he thinks to speak, the massive stone dragon heads on the altar, the balloon one animates.
Uh-oh.
This is titanic in size. Comes over and chomps into Azar Cool, biting him as the failure that he is. Reed, pull up creature number 5 on the map.
Oh.
The black smoke above you, the cloud of hell, parts. Azar Cool was attempting to summon an army of devils and connect this plane to the deepest of hells. Azar Cool worked for another. The Queen of Dragons returned once more, overcoming her death and defeat in hells. And Tiamat, in all of her power and glory, is making her way onto the battlefield.
Hell no.
Dun dun dun. All right, let me come up here and get onto your little. Bam! There she is. Currently, she is above you. Now we're back in initiative. Was Rangrim last?
Yeah.
All right.
He had the 8.
I don't suppose
Let me double
she's
check
willing.
what she got.
I don't suppose she's willing to wait 24 hours for me to cast Hallow on this place, is she?
Give
All
a
right.
direct line to a god, perhaps?
You notice all the Abishai fade from existence when she emerges.
I was gonna ask for that.
All right. So,
I mean, Abishai are the least of our problems when she's here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but 4 mind controls could be a
we're
little
just gonna
difficult.
leave her up. So she comes out of that was what they were gonna do. They're just gonna be like, Dominate, now fight, now kiss.
Jeez.
Now kiss.
Blah, blah, blah.
Mwah, mwah.
So
Oh,
she
that would
is
be so
floating
gross.
above you. She is above the altar right now, and we'll give her approximate size. She's not that big. Should probably make it transparent her, but she's over. The only person she could attack right now is the Wraith and the Ringgrim. But we're back in initiative, and her initiative count is
35.
You want to know what I actually rolled?
What?
I'll show you in the Discord.
Uh-oh.
And Delirious, why don't you announce this? Or if you don't, Josh, that's what I rolled for her initiative.
1.
What?
Got a 1! She got a
There's
she
a
rolled
1 on
that
every
one.
die, folks. Never lose
1 on
faith.
every die. So, Eldon is first up, and then everyone else. Now, I warn you now, Tiamat is a fearsome foe. She has many legendary actions, and will use each and every one of them. Her intention is to march across the Elser Vale, burning it down, because if she cannot conquer it with an army, she will destroy it herself. She will not stop until she destroys the Elser Vale. All right. With that, Eldon?
Try dispel magic. Maybe that'll work.
Maybe. I'm waiting for Jeff to animate using the minis of kicking Azar Cool off and he falls. Yeah.
She's not on the.
No brides to catch him.
She's still flying, or is she on the ground?
She's not on the ground, but I'll tell you this much. If I was in the room, I would be terrified of being within her range.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna. Okay. All right.
We got
I'm gonna kind of drop down and hop off the eagle, and I'm gonna send that eagle to go harry her, along with the one that Rangram was riding, but obviously it's hopped off of. So the 2 of those giant eagles are going to attack her.
All right. She has an armor class of 25 as well.
Okay. Well, you know.
Great for her.
We can dream. We can dream. Is
Oh my gosh.
they have +5 to their attack, so they need 20s. All right. So I'll roll 2 d20s to see if either of them rolls a 20. They did not, so nothing there. They're just like, fluttering around her face, basically. Faces.
Distraction.
Yeah, faces.
Ineffectually. And she has all 5 of those heads. I am...
All 5 of her heads. She has less hit points than she would because of the destruction of the blue dragon mask.
That's nice.
Just so you know, if you're casting a spell on her, if it's 6th level or lower, it might not be as effective. With that said,
Whoa.
Let me just pull out my 7th
it
level
probably
spell
will
book.
be.
Just
Yeah.
tear it apart.
It'll work.
What are you doing here?
That's if you're 20th level and you're fighting her.
Right. I'll, you know what? I'll cast another blight spell at her. So, a con save, please. That's
Dun,
necrotic
dun,
damage.
dun.
I don't think any of her heads. Oh, I did so much worse.
She got a 22.
Yeah, she passes. Okay. So
Are you surprised, really?
No.
Yeah.
Rolled 25 points of necrotic damage, so she takes 12, maybe?
12.
Maybe?
Maybe 13 if we're feeling Randy.
We'll roll for it. All right, so you hit her with the blight. Is there anything else you're going to do, or is she going to take one of her legendary actions?
I am going to scoot down towards the hole. And there I will stay.
Okay. Dun dun dun. You all are nice and split out,
Yeah.
but
We've
she has
learned.
5 heads, one for each of
no.
Oh.
Oh no.
you. All right.
I cast aspersions upon the parentage of the blue head because I have electricity resistance.
Okay, well, first, if Eldon's done, she's going to do her first legendary action. And the legendary action, the first one is going to be associated with the Blackhead. And the Blackhead is going to attempt to bite Rangram.
Surely.
34 to
she
hit.
can see invisible
Oh my
foes.
god.
I mean, does she see invisible first?
Surely a god.
Disadvantage, she got a 34.
Okay.
Oh my
You
god.
probably can, but I haven't checked.
I mean, it's gonna hit.
You know what? We're just
Yes.
gonna check.
All
34 to
right,
hit.
so that'll be 32 points of slashing damage, followed by 14 points of acid damage.
Oh my gosh. This is looking rough.
And as we now go down initiative. Now remember, Tiamat's there, but you are currently in her fane. Moving is always an action. Or moving is always something you can do. So Doliris is up.
Okay, first question. Is she actually fiendish, given that she's from the Hells?
So she is a gargantuan fiend.
Okay, great. Second question. Can I use my inspiration to succeed at divine intervention?
Do you have double inspiration?
I do.
I would let that work.
Wow.
Gate spell, wish, what you got?
Oh, benevolent. Gee.
Temple of the Gods, right here in her fane. That's a fun one.
Banishment.
Benevolent Timora, I am faced with the Queen of Dragons, the greatest threat we have ever faced. For the sake of your faithful servant and, beloved acolytes like Deaton Tobias and all the people in the valley, make this ground hallowed.
All right. So let's pull up the Hallows Spell.
I really wanted to get my Hallows Spell.
Which, yeah. So the casting time to a Hallow is 24 hours.
Well, yeah, but it's divine intervention, so can't you just... 'cause-
It's typically not the way it works.
Really?
Yes.
You couldn't.
With
wish
that
hollow?
said, let's look at it. So let's talk about what the effect is. What does it say if they're already in there? That's why there's a timing to this, because it's not like a banish her from her fane.
Well, no, and I don't need to do that. What I'm looking for is basically the fact that she can't charm, frighten, or possess any of us.
That's very good, because she will try to do those things
Yeah,
to you.
yeah, that's mostly what I was looking for.
So, I'm going to say that you have hollowed the ground in Timora. Go ahead and roll a 20-sided die for me.
That's a 7.
Play a joke and make it unhallowed.
All right. So, because of your roll, it hollows, and she cannot charm, frighten, or possess you in the room, which annoys her greatly. She's like, I'll just have to eat them instead.
Hello.
I mean, she's doing like
Okay.
50 damage a
What did
swipe.
the-
She does a lot.
What did the 7 signify?
Nothing. I was going to give it to you anyways because I'm nice. Rule
of
they need to
cool.
roll. Lucky 7. No. All right. So is there anything else you're doing on your turn, Doliris?
I would like to tie, since she already can't make us afraid, I would like to tie the extra dimensional interference into the spell so that she can't summon something in to fuck with us.
All right. At this point, she cannot do that. Bum, 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 bum. And then she is going to use another legendary action. And the green head looks at Doliris. Bope.
Huh?
Oh no.
You're too
pretty
close to
tough.
me, Bope.
You're a little too close. So Bope and Doliris, I need you to make Constitution saving throws.
Oh, I'm good at that.
Speak for yourself.
Oh no, Bope!
What?
You're vulnerable.
Yeah. Oh, so it doesn't matter, does it?
Yeah, my trend of being unable to roll better than a 10 continues.
Oh, no, this isn't an attack, is it? Darn it.
Well, what are you trying to get? It's not.
So this amazing book that I just got lets me use a reaction to teleport 10 feet away Wait. Is it
Fictionally, I'd let you teleport 10 feet away, and I suggest you do that.
Okay. I'm going to use my reaction.
I don't want you to take 150 points of damage because you're vulnerable.
Oh yeah.
Excuse me?
Whoa.
I'm dead.
Got a little nauseous. Ooh. Yeah, so now I'm over there. Woof.
Did you freeze?
Huh?
No. Okay, so you moved. Sorry.
Yeah.
Doliris.
Yeah.
So, 75 points of poison damage come crashing towards you. Your
Yep.
faithful flying carpet, Nimble, folds himself in front of you and is completely disintegrated by the Queen of Dragons. Sacrificing
Let me
himself.
take it. Let me take it.
He would not let you. And with that, in a moment, the magic of Nimble is gone. With that, moment of silence, we move through initiative to vote.
Okay, so when you say we're in the Fane of Tiamat, is that this whole building? I don't really
It's her
know.
whole
Fane.
building, and you're currently in her inner sanctum. This is like the evil temple
Is there
of
any
Tiamat
like
summoning.
Arcana check I can make to see like if we just get out of this room, will we stop taking hundreds and hundreds of damage?
She cannot attack you if you are not viable targets. You are viable targets as long as you are in range of her attacks.
But like, okay, is there any other exit other than the way we came in?
No. Unless
Okay.
you want to go into hell behind her.
Okay, so good bet that she's probably going that way.
She wants to march across the Elser Vale
Right.
and
Okay.
kill everyone.
Okay, just make sure I'm reading the room right.
It doesn't matter. We can't take this.
Well, that's what I'm trying to understand if fighting her outside of this room gives us a chance. Because right now we don't have a chance.
Outside of this room, away from here, you have allies.
Yeah. So,
And allies have an airship to hunt her down.
yeah, well, we can't like outrun her, right?
You also have a mentor who lives in a giant stone lion.
She can't exactly go through tiny tunnels.
Not gonna
Wait,
make it
so
smaller
she's stuck in this room?
for a little bit.
Well, I'm sure she'll make her own exit.
She will find, yeah, that's essentially what she does. But
Okay.
yeah,
Her
her way out is essentially up.
Wait, up. Sorry, that's what I'm trying to understand. Is there another way?
Well, essentially,
She can burst
volcano
through
through.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Then we just need to get out of here. Okay. Follow me. And I run to the tube, the hole, and use a charge to cast Arcane Gate, which opens a portal here at the top and a portal down at the bottom, and I jump through it.
Where does it take folks to?
I have to be able to see the target, unfortunately. So it's the bottom of this several hundred feet.
Where are we entering?
Hey, it's gonna take you to a bunch of dead priests and a bunch of happy Vikings and some devils partying with them. Yeah! Happy ritual day! No airing of grievances. Gotta notice it was canceled.
It was.
It's a 10-foot in diameter circular portal. It is opaque. It can go up to 500 feet. I just have to be able to see the 2 points. And yeah, I'm like, follow me! And I get the heck out of there.
All right. And with that, after Bope, Quentin.
I take out the portable hole rope that was made from the Korad hair and kind of reverse it, dumping out all the crap that I have inside, so coins and the magic items that I've gathered and stuff. and then I grab the eagle by the back of its fur and spur it down to the back of Tiamat. And I want to like get on the back of Tiamat, and I take my.
You're gonna ride Tiamat. You've given her a horde, and now you're.
I take my portfolio of holding and I jam it into the portable hole on her back.
No.
Like right on her.
So let's describe the effects of what will happen.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
I like this because this is, hashtag Josh wins. So I'm here for it. Let's walk through this mechanically. What happens?
Okay.
Josh always wins. Happened to me in Horde of the Dragons campaign 2014. Bitches. Sorry, language. All right, so describe mechanically what happens when you do your
I don't know if
shenanigans.
I don't know if anyone can see what's happening.
Like astral.
So the portable
Tiamat
hole
can.
and the portfolio of holding have tiny little texts that say, do not cross the streams. And basically an astral rift opens up, destroying those two instantly, and potentially sucking in and destroying anything within 10 feet of it.
All right. So when you say potentially sucking it in, is it a check? I'm not finding this in the compendium.
I think if you look at portable hole,
Yeah, that's where we're going. Okay. Placing a portable hole inside an extra dimensional space or similar destroys both items and opens a gate to the astral plane. The gate originates. Any creature within 10 feet of the gate is sucked through it. She counts as it.
There's no save?
No.
Yeah.
Doesn't say there
the
is.
gate is one way only and can't be reopened.
What about Quentin?
I think we just said goodbye.
Oh no.
I'm on the astral plane somewhere. Not necessarily with her either, because it looks like it's...
Yeah, it's random.
But
So Quentin and Tiamat. What about Raingrim?
Don't think I'm 10 feet unless her body's
Yeah.
less than 10 feet tall.
Yeah, he's.
We're not
I wasn't-
Euclidean. No. Yeah, that's why I like it. She's huge, right? Gargantuan.
okay.
Yeah.
So she's way up there. And Quentin's way up there. Quentin lands on her and does this. Opens a rift. Seemingly sacrificing himself.
Did I?
And but did he? Question mark. And Tiamat is no more. And the fane itself rumbles, cracks, all the dragon heads fall off the altar. And with that,
Is this the mad dash out of the crumbling temple?
is it? Tune in next week on Velkyn Wave as we have reached our time. What has happened to Quentin?
Wow. Well,
It's a
tune
good
in
time
to
to
find
find
out.
tonight. Dramatic, eh?
I mean, that's now. My concern is that now makes it a problem. Another. Okay.
So there's a gate to the astral plane, and the gate
I was-
originates where the one.
Yeah.
Wow,
I was trying to figure out like
you're tall.
how is Rangrim going to get out of here? Because he's up on this pedestal. I'm like,
You can
You
do a
might
running
still be
jump
around.
into Bope's gate.
that's what I was. That was one of the things. The other thing I was thinking was,
I can fly you out.
quick lasso, hook, something, and then just jump off.
Indiana Jones your way. in a
Almost
snake?
like that was, like what he is supposed to
Yeah,
do, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Wow, I did not see that coming.
No. No.
Quentin said, when we came in, he was going to finish it. So we weren't all going to leave.
That was
Yeah, but you were talking about
God.
both. We all knew you were talking about.
that was. Oh yeah, I know, folks. I know we are at time, so let's go through our clothing. But that's one of the most fun, coolest moments, like in all my D&D.
Actually seeing that. The combination of the bag of holding and portable hole.
People always talk about it, but how often do you see it put into
Right.
play?
Exactly.
Commitment. That's commitment.
To be
It was
fair, I did dump out all my shit up top, so it's still there. He's not completely self-sacrificed.
You just didn't know the building was going to.
Did you have some deal with Blanche Lafayette where she's like, I'll be waiting to pick you up. Don't worry. Lady Call will start asking if you don't show.
We'll talk about it offline.
All right. So let's do our outros. YouTube. What do you got to say about that, Corey?
You know, we have a YouTube channel. It's where we load all our streams within at least, within about 2 days or so after every live stream. Subscribing is free. We'd appreciate it. If you subscribe to the YouTube channel, you'll get notifications about when we upload new videos. If you miss any of the live sessions, you don't want to miss out on any great Games Tavern action, right? Giving us likes or comments, if you are so kind, helps us get the word out to more folks. So we'd appreciate that.
And I'd just like to remind everyone to go visit overheadgames.com and check out their avatar maker tools.
And as always, big thanks out to tabletopaudio.com for providing the music, ambiance, and sound effects that we use not only here on the Velkyn Weave, but across most or all of our live play shows here on the Games Tavern Network. You also can get tabletopaudio.com for your campaigns by going to their website and choosing from over 250 music and ambiance tracks. You can hear right now some of their music playing. It's this nice little jingle. We think so highly of tabletopaudio.com. We are supporters of them. We think you should be supporters. And we can't thank enough everyone that's brought so much to this campaign. This is it's not quite over, but I mean, we just hit the crescendo, and now what? Like, what's next? And so much next week. So much. So we'll see you all then.
Take care, folks.
Night.